Germans are old enough to drink.
Yes, they are.
In America.
That's a good point. In America.
In America.
Welcome back to another wonderful session of the Fractured Firmament. Last we left off, we picked up with you guys immediately following the plane shift spell that evacuated your companions out to the Feywild, and began a period of some downtime. You guys had a week until the trial of Thalos, where you would bring him to court to contest that he had broken this Zalian Sotrothan treaty by taking Helios here, and would try to get your stolen items back and safe passage onto potentially the Astral Sea to Zalia. So during that time, you decided to get some stuff done. You had effective diplomatic immunity as you were protected by this pact Helios had made to show up on that date. And the Jurits just kept looking the other way whenever you guys were wandering through town, to the point where you really had run of Brackhelm last session. A good number. I mean, it was only, I think, 2 days we got through of a 7-day down period because it was very packed with content. Helios bought out the entire town's supply of metal for scrap, including stripped clean, roused manner of every bit of shiny metal possible, which normally would definitely not be allowed, but they're not going to need it anymore. They're dead. You guys, at Maya's suggestion, decided to head over to Mallory's old place and ransack that of whatever she left behind, which was only a trunk that had warding against divination and detection, and a mirror that had been made by Lormendi, apparently, which allowed you to actually finally connect with your patron for the first time in a while. And you decided to bring them back to your cottage. Another thing happened at the cabin, where Maya was invited into a different cottage by Absinthe, the green fairy, returning after a bit of an absence. And she had a specific offer just for Maya, as apparently she had seen your friend Bingsworth, the halfling in the Feywild, that she's been apparently contracting with for a bit. And he had bargained for help of Maya. Just help, which is a very stupid thing to just ask as a contract for a Fey, but turns out the Green Fairy likes you guys enough to want to actually foster some good relations, and so decided to actually offer real help. To which Maya chose to decline to leaving Satrotha behind, and instead asked for something to help in combat. You were given 2 options. One was a lesser that you could just take and go, which would be another +1 to your wrench, which would just make it a +2. Or the special second option of a really, really powerful weapon, but you had to sweeten the pot a little bit, and she asked you to just promise, give your word, to do a favor for her one day in the future when she asks for it. You set some conditions, which we realized after the fact were more vague than you had originally intended. But she seems to be so sweet and nice. This could possibly go wrong, right? You agreed.
Very much so go wrong.
Gave your word to an ancient Fey legend, and she handed you the Sunlight Skillet, this magical, gleaming frying pan that on its own Maya would be interested in, but with a single word turned into a blazing, radiant, great sword weapon. It's technically, it still technically just cooks utensils, even though it has this massive sword attached to it, so you have proficiency with it. It's crazy. And it allows you to cook divine food for your friends. You definitely got the good end of that deal. Definitely. And with that, you guys reunited. There were some legend lores done, at least one last session, regarding some Zalian hierarchy. You guys have been doing some inventions. We have Astra successfully reworked the Hungering Staff into a pearl of power without attunement socketed into your armor. Very, very powerful magical item for some extra spells. Helios has begun work on a new gun. You're going for, I think, the rifle upgrade at this point. Astra also is working on making the plate mail on the side. And you guys had an idea, after receiving your letter back from Krier, to work on a dream catcher for Cecilius to help with their saves and abilities in the dreams from now on, rather than using the wristband that Mallory had given you to auto save. You're going to get something that's going to be more of a perpetual upgrade. You're in the middle of working on that. A few other things happened. It was actually a very packed session, realistically. Thalis contacted Helios with an alternative offer, saying if you go to the trial, you will lose and then be executed, and he will lose out on the ability to have you go back to Zalia and get some good credit with Zalia. That's what his goal seems to be, to take the credit for your return. And so he says he'd rather not go through the trial because he will win, and then Venurin will execute you, so there's no trace of this potential betrayal. And it will be a loss for everyone, as far as if he's to be believed. He sent you a sending stone with the Speedy Courier spell, so you now have a connection to him, and you have agreed to meet with him at Basilica the day before your trial. So to reference, today is we are starting on the 25th
yeah.
of Sil. It's in 4 days, on the
4 days,
29th.
okay.
Is when
29th.
your meeting with Thalis is supposed to occur. And
Woo!
he has promised that he can get you home and give you your suit back, but there are some conditions. He needs to know who made the needle, and he will not be giving the needle back. But thankfully, Krier did say that he is working on the second needle. Krier also gave his input on the trial, told you if you do go, which he doesn't recommend, to lie rather than tell the truth, to just try and be as confident as possible that you're completely innocent. You got a wealth of information from Krier. This is a long recap because you got so much information back. You learned about Theros, the world that Helios is familiar with, was destroyed by the Fae, which is what solved the fractured firmament the first time centuries ago, giving the firmament room to breathe and time to heal, as the weight of a material plane vanishing was removed from the firmament. And apparently that's what might be happening again, is the idea that one plane might be sacrificed to save the firmament. But Krier is interested in stopping that and doing another method. Truly so much information. I'm not going to go over all the things you learned. It's too much. It's on the wiki. So much. Last but not least of the things you learned last session, Cecilius had a dream during the period when the dream catcher was in the process of being created, so you no longer had your Mallory band. Thankfully, you still rolled really well on 2 out of 3 of the saves, resulting in no madness, and you finally learned who he is that Ulrich has been speaking of, but seems contracted to be unable to say. You learned of an aboleth that has been hunting your family down, essentially, seeking this last piece of some prophetic power that Ulrich stole. And using the Demonomicon you took from the Roust family with Astra's really good idea, you learned with a successful intelligence save that it was Uraka the Enlightened, a newly risen in the last century cult-like deific being that provides visions to their followers, on par with a demonic prince in terms of power. And that's who's apparently the enemy of the Craven family.
Yay!
So as we pick up, with that really long recap, we are on dawn, morning of day 3. Cecilius has just woken up. You guys have just used the Demonomicon. You've just learned about Uraka. And we have full saddlebag charges for lores. you have looking at the calendar, you have today, tomorrow, and then like, you've got 3 whole days after today. So you've got four full days before you have to go meet Thalos to use. So, with that in mind, as we begin this day of the 25th of Sil, what would you guys like to do with your time?
Well,
I'm leaving
I'm.
room for someone else. to
Oh,
go
yeah.
first.
Oh. I personally don't have a lot to do because I can't really research much more of Oraka.
Understandable.
Oraka,
Would you like to use the saddlebag?
I will also note I did add the mirror to the
I was gonna say, I
cottage.
see
Yes, I did see that. Yeah, thank you. I mean, does Helios ask that or say that?
I mean, the context for you waking up was Uraka. Or no, we used the Demonomicon.
You
thingy
guys
now.
are
we did
currently-
We know what
we
it
did
is.
that.
You guys are
So
currently
we know
in the
what it
living
is.
room area. The
So,
Demonomicon is open, and you're looking at the page with the illustration of Uraka and the name in Abyssal Uraka, the Enlightened.
Right. I guess I'll just pretty much try to absorb any information I can get from. Other than that,
The problem with the
if there's-
Demonomicon, it's not
if
like
there-
it's not like a reading a book where you just go to the next page. All the text
Right.
is like jumbled, and you have to interpret
Gotcha.
it using the InSave. You could, of course, I don't know if there's a downtime on it, but I think you could check again at some point.
Yeah,
Alternatively, you can read the book to learn about the
About a cult.
So the
Cult.
cult revolving around him. You have a +10. If you read from the book and learn about a cult and succeed on the next saving throw, you have a +10 to the next ability check to uncover such information related to the cult.
Yeah. So I think
it's really up to your discretion. So
I do think the
of
idea is you're
how
only
many
supposed
times.
to, right, because you're learning the mechanics of the creature. It doesn't actually have like lore on the creature.
Lore. Right.
So I think you're only supposed to be able to do it once and then choose the things you want to learn from that. Like if you get like 3 of those things. Up to 3 of the following pieces of information, yeah. So
Okay.
I don't think you'll learn more lore. You can, however, do the check on the cult of Uraka and see if there's anything you learn about that.
Okay.
That would be another int save, though.
Okay.
I believe.
I believe
Okay.
still have,
DCs.
blessed
Yeah.
on
If I fail, it's 4d6 psychic damage.
Yep. Can't be reduced or prevented, and you learn nothing.
Yeah.
I'll say.
I'd be willing to take that risk right now.
Yeah. I'll also say if you fail it, you have to wait 24 hours before you can try again.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, don't forget you still have bless.
Because you were.
Takes a minute.
It takes 10 minutes to read the book.
To
so
read
we'd
it.
have to do
Mm-hmm.
we'd have to do the same thing we did last time, where Maya would have to do another Arcana check to know when to give bless, like in time, essentially.
Sure, she will.
Okay, so Maya, you'll have to recast bless as well. So give me another Arcana check, Maya. That's enough. That's plenty. Jeez, go and get some good rolls.
Good.
So,
No.
Maya is like sitting by your side as you're reading at Cecilia's. Because the other thing is, Maya can't read Abyssal, so Maya's not like, you're just seeing Cecilia's looking at words. Through Arcana, what I'm having this be is Maya like senses the book beginning to like actually leach at Cecilia's mind, and that's when you go, okay, bless. I need to give you this warding. Also, this is profaned text. Maya probably doesn't feel very comfortable with.
Oh no,
Just
she
reading
doesn't
this
like
book.
it at all. But at the very least, she's trying to prevent Cecilia from being corrupted.
Correct. Okay.
I
So-
was looking at her. I'm like, I don't like reading this any more than you want like me reading it.
Oh no, Cecilia. If it were up to me, I'd be burning it right now.
Well, thank you for
Cecilia,
not.
Please give me an intelligence saving throw.
Saving throw.
I don't know if we allowed Aura last time. I
don't
think so because it's for the 10-minute.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But you get blessed.
Okay. Yep, I got the blaze. Got the blaze
If
on.
I did, I apologize. I don't remember. That is a 19, which we know does not succeed.
Yeah, you know, it's
Boom.
funny.
My only question is
Boom.
the cult and not him. Does that change the DC?
Oh, you know what? Let me take a look if there's anything for that.
Because
right,
for
yeah.
him it's half
Sure.
CR plus 10, but this is technically the cult, so I don't know.
Do the saving throw. You know,
Hey, Templar.
that's a
How's it
good,
going?
interesting point, because the DC is equal to 10 plus half the Aberration Demon's rating. Or 16 if you use it to
Oh,
learn about a
okay.
cult. It does
Aha.
specify.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you got it without
fantastic.
bless. Ah ha ha ha. Good. You don't take up
Yippee.
psychic damage.
I like
So,
not taking psychic damage.
What this does is it's kind of weird. If you read the book to learn about a cult and succeed in saving throw, you have a plus 10 bonus to the next ability check you make to uncover such information related to the cult. So, how does that work? Does that mean the next time you read the book, it gets easier? Is that what they're saying, basically?
I think it's more like if you were in a library doing this and
Okay.
there were texts that you would
So
investigate.
there's no time limit on this. So what I'll say is, Cecilius, you can add to your character sheet. You have, whenever you find a repository of information on the cult, you have a plus 10 to your next attempt to look into it. So what you find in the Daemonomicon is like base knowledge that gives you like a groundwork to do research on later.
Okay.
I'll also let you know the base groundwork. The cult operates mostly in ocean-based regions. They are they seem to coastal, pirate type areas as well.
Yeah, we know where.
You'd probably
We
know
know.
somewhere in
We know.
Bardest.
We know.
Yeah.
We know, but Cecilius doesn't. He
And I
probably
think-
knows a map. He'll
Yeah.
probably try to map
I
out
think you also
in his
know
brain where that would be.
a number of people who end up joining the cult. If they once they've proven enough devotion, they usually leave the land for good and go to the sea. So you don't have an exact pinpoint of where or anything
Mhm.
yet. You can, but if you find a repository of information, you can have that plus 10. You might be able to learn more. So you can mark that down in your character sheet that you have that plus 10, and it is expended the next time you do something for this. You cannot use the Daemonomicon for that cult or Uraka any further, though. Unless you guys would like to actually do another check to learn the statistics of Uraka. But that'll be another day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, Cecilius, you spend a little bit of your morning poring over this text with Maya by your side. Astra and Helios.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, does Astra work on her armor in the morning, or are you going to continue the Dreamcatcher immediately?
Do you have something you want to do in the morning?
Well,
I'm fine with either.
I was gonna donate emeralds that I have to the Dreamcatcher as like components of it, since they're known for clarity and prophecy.
Oh, okay.
What components? I'm sorry? What was
Just
this?
emeralds. I have emeralds.
Oh, okay. You want to
I
incorporate
did some
emeralds into
Googling.
it?
Of like the meaning of emeralds.
Emeralds.
gem
oh
magic
my gosh.
stuff.
Yeah,
Okay, crystal
and
magic
that
stuff.
they were supposedly they're supposed to provide clarity and known for prophecy.
Man, you're
Okay.
going deep into this, aren't you?
I did. I
love
did
it.
real
I
life
love that.
Googling.
I love that for you.
So, would Helios like to focus their time on the Dreamcatcher for this? Because we are focusing on multiple projects.
Sure.
So I'm having
Yes.
Astra's ongoing is the plate armor over the course of the
Yeah.
week, and then Astra already did the socket gem, and is now also doing the Dreamcatcher with Helios. Helios, you also have the rifle. I do have to cut off the amount of projects you want to do over time.
I have 18 hours left of my rifle, so
Right.
I don't think that's exuberant.
No. Of
Probably
course.
get it done today, and then tomorrow could help with the Dreamcatcher and anything else.
Sure.
So I mean,
I'm also kind of going under the assumption that you guys live. You're not monomanic focused of wake up, I have 18 hours of consciousness, I'm gonna just do nothing
Sure,
but
that's
this.
Yeah.
For your sanity, you take a break, you read a book, you take a walk, you eat a meal.
yeah.
I know Maya
You know.
wouldn't let you
2
just
days.
work. She's like, you need to rest. I am your doctor. Listen
Yeah.
to me.
Well, okay, so for the Dreamcatcher, if Helios is taking the initiative on this one today,
Sure.
I'll say, Astra, would you help with that?
Yes, I will. I will
okay.
help.
So we'll say this takes up the morning time slot. Helios, please give me a. We're gonna go to Tinker Tool Intelligence check with
Okay.
advantage.
With advantage. Tinker Tools. Intelligence. Submit.
Jesus.
Damn.
Nice.
Good
Good.
gravy. That's an 18 on the die.
26. You find a way to incorporate the emeralds so that the way you have like the weave of the fate hag hair through the lattice on the Dreamcatcher will like filter the energy towards the emeralds to diffuse the negative energy. We're getting into some of that like witch girly
Spiritual.
astrology, you know,
Yeah.
crystal
Wicked,
magic stuff.
spiritual
But
shit.
there's real
Sure.
magic, so why not, right?
Yeah.
So you're actually cleansing the bad energy from these like nightmares and dreams Cecilius has.
Good vibes only. Hashtag.
I'll say you move another step closer towards the completion of the Dreamcatcher. It might take a little bit more work, another day.
Cool.
But
It was a gold bracelet. Could I just say like I have gold scrap of?
yeah,
some
you can
amount?
absolutely remove the emerald with
Okay.
with time and tools. You have I think I
It was the emeralds were 50 gold each.
yes, and then did
And
I
then-
give the bracelet value?
Not the overall one, just the emeralds.
Okay.
I just didn't write it down.
I think I did it for Astra's jewelry, but I don't think I did it for yours.
Yeah,
I gave like
so.
raw gold value and then the gem value. You can add, Megan, that bracelet has a raw gold value of 70 gold pieces.
Perfect. And I'll just delete the emeralds. They're
Sure.
gone. They don't exist.
They don't care anymore.
Going towards keeping our seer safe.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate. I appreciate. Oh my gosh.
So we're now moving into the well, I guess Maya. Well, I'm gonna say Maya and Cecilia's your morning time block is helping with the Demonomicon.
Mhm.
We're going into the afternoon time block now. What would you guys like to do? I am trying to kind of move these days along a little bit as well. I
Yeah.
want to get through the remaining days in this session if possible.
Yes, yes.
Maya's afternoon is basically just taking care of the Pegasi horses and then a little self-tune up.
Okay,
Just,
sure.
yeah, taking
Doing
care
some
of her
self-care.
own
It's important.
needs.
Cecilius, anything you do in the afternoons? You can always just help other people with what they're doing. You can help. take care
I'll
of the
probably
Pegasi
do
or-
that.
Okay.
I'll probably help. Maybe because I have Mage Hand or whatever. I can help
Yes,
Maya
absolutely.
with some of her stuff that she's doing.
You also do
Um,
have Lormendi's Mirror. You are always free to contact your patron if you have questions. Now he is
Yes.
basically in your cabin, just in the mirror, essentially.
Yeah.
Helios would actually want to talk to Cecilius if they were available during lunchtime.
It probably would be.
Yeah.
I'd probably be helping Maya or something with food or something. I'd probably be doing something
Okay.
to that effect. Probably be in the kitchen or some shit. I have so much tea now. I'm
Quite a
so
bit.
happy.
Well, a
He's
lot
in
of
there
tea.
drinking some tea. He fucking loves his tea.
Oh my
All
god.
the time.
I've
Amazing.
missed. He's like shaking. He's like, oh, I've missed this.
The cravings.
You
Yeah,
The shake.
actually.
know?
God, yeah. I take my coffee.
Cecilius would kind of like knock, or not Cecilius, I'm Helios, hello. Would knock.
You're doing it now.
Oh my gosh. Would knock kind of like on the door frame and be like, pardon me, Cecilius, may I
Yes.
borrow some of your time?
Sure. What do you need?
Would you mind accompanying me to the Jurits this afternoon?
Okay. I thought we were going in 4 days.
Oh, you know,
mean-
this is more of like local call. I would like to.
Oh,
I was kind of hoping you would maybe pretend to be like a lawyer of sorts because you're very good with talking to people.
I wouldn't say I'm great at that, but
I mean, you're much better
sure.
than I. So, oh, okay. I don't want to inconvenience.
No, it's fine. Can I just finish my tea first?
Of course. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll go wait outside whenever you're ready.
Yeah, it'll take like 2 minutes. He downs it. He's like, okay, I gotta go. Okay. Cool.
You guys head out of the cottage. I'll move us to the Crack Elm map.
So, a lawyer.
Also shift the music over.
Yeah. So
I thought the story was we were your underlings or something.
I don't know. I mean, you can hire lawyers, right? I mean,
Okay, I was already previously a lawyer. Sure.
okay. Well, so I guess what I was hoping is we could maybe, or you could maybe help.
Mhm.
Ask Ilfor if he has like the full text of this treaty on hand available, so that way we can familiarize ourselves with the proper defense. For this time.
It's kind of hard to defend ourselves if we don't know what we're defending.
Right, and I figured I feel like you could have that like commanding presence of like, give me the things.
He's trying to okay, so in his mind he's thinking that when you said commanding presence.
Oh, oh no! Yeah, I
Does have
use
a
that
different
word.
connotation now.
Yeah.
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 Oh, you want me to do that?
Well, oh no, I just meant. Oh, I could see that,
just yeah.
No, I mean.
I assume. I mean, you take things quite literally, so I
no,
assumed.
this-
Oh, okay. I'll just talk to him.
Oh, okay. I do appreciate it because I'm not very good at talking, clearly.
No, you're not that bad.
Okay. Anywho, we shall walk.
We walk. We walk.
walk!
You guys go through the town. It is a lightly drizzly morning. Seems like there's really only 3 weather states in Citrotha. Heavy rain, light rain, and no rain. That's about it. Sky is a dark gray. And as you guys move through the town, there's a few people coming and going. It's about mid-afternoon, though you couldn't really tell. And as you guys approach the Jurit's Ring, again, it's a ring of buildings that almost serve, you think, as both a barracks and a prison for the town. And in the center is a very large set of gallows that seems to be the focal point, where you've seen it as you've passed by in the last few days. There's been some presentations there, people like either being executed or punished or sentenced in some way. This place is near the Chapel of Sins for good reason. This seems to be like the focal point of punishment and punitive justice in town. As you approach, you see a number of jurats standing around, and this is a place you've primarily tried to avoid since your arrival here. And as you guys walk brazenly in through the center, there's a few jurats who do go to address you and then stop and hesitate as they see Helios. And your diplomatic immunity as Azalian seems to have even reached the point where all of the jurats know not to mess with you until the trial's at least over. So as you, is there anyone in particular you look for, or?
Ilfor.
Ilfor, probably.
He's not out and about. Probably like what looks like the main building.
Give me a perception check.
Perceptions. Oh, Ria will be invisible as we are doing this.
Okay, usually.
Yeah, she usually is.
Yeah.
Perception? Man, even hers is kind of shit.
You
Whoops.
You don't see Ilfor around. You don't know which of the buildings he might be in, or where he would, or if he's on patrol somewhere. And I'll also note the jurats all seem to be in similar. And I don't think I've actually shown a jurat yet.
Yeah.
To show their attire.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh my.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, he looks intimidating as fuck.
Yeah,
I love it.
There is no sense of individuality among the jurats. They all have a uniform, and you see pretty much the same uniform across like 24 individuals in the courtyard.
Okay. I guess I'll just approach one of them. Excuse me. Can you point me in the direction of Ilfor?
What is this concerning?
The trial. we have some questions that we would like to bounce off of him.
I see. Kind of like the head turns towards Helios, towards Cecilius. Waits here. And he steps away and
Thank you
heads
very much.
towards another building. The entire time you're here, there is a sense of people aware of your presence, but weirdly, you feel the most safe you've been in the presence of Jurits because none of them seem even inclined to approach Helios. And after some time, considering you've now approached Ilfor, I have to switch the music again because now things are a little more tense.
Let's go!
Well, if he asks why we need the text, is so we can confirm the understanding is the same between Zelia and Citrota. That is coming.
Don't worry. As after a moment or two, Ilfor emerges from one of the buildings nearby, and you see he has a cloth rubbing something off one hand that as you approach you see is reddened a bit as he seems to be wiping blood off of his hands, and then hands the cloth to the other Jurit who comes out. As he approaches, he has a small speck of blood on his cheek that he didn't catch.
Nice.
Of course, I was wondering who would come here asking about the trial, but this makes perfect sense. It's so good to see you again, Helios. What can I help you with?
I've brought my representation here for the trial. We would like to confer. I'll let them do all the talking.
For reference,
Yes.
I will be representing you in the trial itself. You are welcome to call witnesses forward, though, if this is going to be your primary witness.
Yes.
Sure.
Remind me your name, please.
Oh, Seal.
Teal. So very good to meet you. And you are one of Helios's envoys, entourage, some diplomat, I'm not sure.
Let's just say all. All the above.
Of course. So, what can I help you with?
Well, we would like a copy of this realm's version of the treaty to see if it confers with our own. Of
I
course.
assure you our version would be the same as yours. It would be unusual if we would have a secondary copy. Give me a
Well,
persuasion check. See if he argues too much or not. If he puts up too much more of a fight.
okay. I can't flare. I'm not going to flare because that would look
I mean,
too
you
obvious.
can, but it is obvious when you do.
Yeah, it looks too obvious. It's 16.
Come on,
16.
bro. It's a 4.
Sorry.
I mean, even still,
I know.
That's
Julius's
Good.
expertise in
Good.
persuasion makes it good.
Well,
It's very
you know
hard.
You know how the rule of law it usually is. The fine print's what usually gets you.
Those. And it is good that we are all on the same page.
Quite.
He reaches into a pocket, and he actually has one on him for very similar reasons. As he pulls out a roll of parchment that you do feel like, Helios, as you look at it, there's no way this is what it looks like in Zalia. They probably have a much cleaner copy than whatever
Gilded.
Citrotha's. Yeah, this one is
Oh, pretty and
crunchy. It's a little crumpled. It's also like written in a much it would be written in Celestial
Right.
for your people, but this is like in a
Scratchy.
scrawled common. I will, since you have gone out of your way to specifically ask for the treaty, I'll add to handouts. And I will read off, which this might give some information.
Mhm.
I brought in
Details of the
persuasion.
treaty between the Empire of Zalia and the dread domain of Citrotha are as follows. Henceforth and until such a time as the conquests of Zalia upon the realm of Elcast are concluded, and the collapse of the Feywilds by Citrothan agents is complete, neither nation nor their allies shall encroach upon the territory of the other without explicit permission, nor cause harm or contempt upon their peoples, nor interfere with their works, so long as such works do not in themselves break this accord. Only through self-defense against a breach of this contract can such action be taken with impunity and not in itself be in violation of this pact.
Oh, shit.
Additionally, at any time until this treaty has been broken or is expired, the leader of each nation involved with this treaty can enforce the aid, support, assistance, or reinforcement from other nations in the pursuit of their endeavors so long as such enforcement does not interfere with that nation's conquest. Once such an enforcement has been enacted, a second enforcement cannot be done until the other nation has in turn reciprocated this clause for themselves. If, for any reason, this treaty is violated, knowingly or otherwise, by a member of either nation, they will be subject to the punitive and judicial processes of the victimized nation as they see fit, including but not limited to indefinite imprisonment, exile, or execution. If a leader of either nation deems fit, they may also demand retribution from the violator's nation in the form of currency, resources, or manpower without negotiation. If at any time this treaty is violated in such a grievous manner as to result in the victimized nation rescinding their participation in this armistice, then from that moment and henceforth, the Empire of Zalia and the dread domain of Citrotha shall be considered hostiles, and all pacts, agreements, vows, oaths, promises, and other assurances related to this treaty are rendered null and void. Signed, Hierophant Atricius, Interpreter of Zalia.
Oh, fuck.
It goes all the way up the line. I love it.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
So as you read this, a few things probably became apparent very quickly about certain circumstances.
Yep,
DM.
I should just, yep. Oh!
DM,
Yeah.
as a player, I feel like I need to say, do we have to like do an active like not showing emotion while we read this?
I do think. I
mean, I don't want to screw us.
No.
Think
I do
that
think.
would...
Cecilia, you
Warrant
gave up
that.
your blindfold to Mallory.
I did.
Yeah.
I
So
did.
your eyes are showing, and
My eyes are
Helios.
showing.
Yeah, I'll say, could you both give me a performance check real quick?
Sure.
Yeah.
No,
See,
my
I-
minus one.
I didn't want to say it, but it feels so right.
Cecilius, give yourself inspiration for that idea. It's perfect. Would you like to immediately use your inspiration?
Yes,
You may immediately use your inspiration to reroll the natural one.
Oh my gosh. I did
Better.
better!
Cool.
Look, I'm not used to having my eyes uncovered,
Let's
alright?
roll an insight real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I should have just been left in jail.
Thank you.
His eyes do kind of flip between you guys. Like, so does it
Huh.
match your records in Zalia?
I'll have to look at this one fine print, but I think it matches.
Good. I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Hmm.
And you're still confident that Thalos broke the treaty first, correct?
Yes.
Good. Then we'll have no problems.
All right. Well, thank you for this.
My pleasure.
And we will get our case together.
Now, since Helios has keen mind, I'm going to leave this in
Thanks.
handouts, even though you
Yeah.
hand it back to him,
Yeah.
because Helios remembers all of that verbatim.
For
Thank
30
goodness.
days.
And can write it down as soon as you get back if you'd like.
It's trapped in my brain forever.
Oh fuck! Oh
For
fuck!
30
Oh
days.
fuck! Oh fuck!
Oh my god.
Oh,
There it is!
shit.
We're kind of
There
strange.
it is.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
we're talking about what part of that is alarming in any way.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Oh, as you hand back,
Yes.
he folds it back on, puts it back. It's like, yes, I'm feeling very confident that we will have no problems taking that arrogant prick down. And I'll make
cannot
sure
wait.
to get you back your stolen effects, and of course return you to Zalia once we have one. So, is there anything else?
Not that I can think of at the moment. So
Excellent.
please
Have
return
a
to whatever you
wonderful
were
day.
doing. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
I will. He checks his fingernails for blood.
Okay, we leave. We
As
leave.
he
The spot
walks-
as I walk
What?
away.
Shit.
Williams.
He goes like wipe blood away.
We walk away. Oh no.
Right. So you guys have gained some valuable information.
Yeah.
I just
You
look
deal
at
with that.
We're screwed.
They look at me, and I look at them.
That would play
They
through
look
now
at
for
them.
sure.
That's literally.
So you guys step away, I imagine, from the Juris rig.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tense.
Cecilius,
Did you get on?
I- I did, and I had no idea that was. I truly did not know that was a thing.
I
That
assumed you didn't. I mean, I know you have hostilities towards Elkins because of your predicament that you were in. I understand that. But I don't think that you would do that kind of thing.
no, I am not a spy.
With your
Far from
knowledge.
No, I had no idea. I've only ever done things for research, not for conquest, other than the 50 years I was mandated. But that's different. Everyone's required to do it. Well, this is very awkward.
This
concerning.
is very concerning.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Mm.
We should tell the others.
Yeah.
Guys, return.
Just knowing that my full world is at stake, it's kind of a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah. Okay.
Return to your cabin, your cottage.
Whoa, I had
with
something
you.
else I was going to tell you, Cecilius, but that's not important anymore.
It ain't important no more.
Ah,
This is kind of important.
oh,
Yeah.
fudge.
We're enemies.
Mm.
We're fated enemies. Oh no.
Yeah, as you return to the cottage with the knowledge of the treaty in hand, it's still in Helios's brain, but you don't have the copy anymore.
Write it
Uh,
down.
If you would write it, I have.
you write back.
Yeah, we got parchment. Write it down.
And then on the table.
And you didn't omit any of it, right? 'Cause
No,
I wouldn't
I
remember
did
that.
not.
Okay,
No.
great. Just
No.
making sure.
If I were a spy, yes, but I'm
Yeah.
not, so.
Yeah.
I'm a scientist. I want to be a librarian. I quit. Adventuring, I quit. Okay.
I think we need some alcohol.
You know,
Jar
If
doesn't
you
know
know
what you're
Maya has
talking about,
wine.
but he agrees.
So does Astra, apparently.
Yes.
okay.
A bit about
Well,
alcohol in the party.
Everybody has wine.
Maybe we
Everybody
should
needs wine for this.
maybe we should gather around and sit down and discuss these terrible things.
Mm.
The terrible potentialities of war.
Well,
That's not heavy at
I'm
all.
sorry, what?
here, read this.
So,
This is what you
Helios
just bought.
shares with you guys, puts down on the table the treaty you guys just got.
Yeah, we kinda went to the Jarrett's Ring and obtained the treaty that they were talking about. And this is what it is, according to Satrotha. Anyway.
Helios,
Oh.
your memory's really good, right?
Mhm. Yeah, this is really good.
I mean
the last 30 days are ingrained in my brain.
they just
So-
wrote this out verbatim, so I would say so.
Who attacked first? Did we attack one of them, or did they attack us first when we were in the
Helios.
cell?
You can give me I'll say
Yeah.
this is an insight check might make sense here.
It was definitely Astra.
Mm.
Insight. It's a 13. Yeah.
Okay. If we're going off of like memory or
It happened within
Yeah.
the last 30 days.
it it did. You're right,
So-
it did.
Mhm.
So if we're talking about the incident in the Feywilds,
Yep.
it's hard to
feels-
say.
Mm-hmm.
With your insight, there's two things you think about. One, you're unsure if the Feywild members would count for this treaty, such as Gran or the Doppelganger, if they're
Mhm.
even involved in this.
Yep, stabbing of the granny.
I would say
As
yes.
far as it, as far as it concerns with Citrothan agents, the first hostile action you took against Citrotha was probably barring the door when Helios barred the door against the Shadar Kai in their research. I think you'd probably actually you have perfect memory. You have perfect memory. Based on the verbiage of this treaty, it's very likely that you would be considered the aggressor of trying to interfere with the works of the other allied nation.
Yep.
As this treaty specifies that Zalia and Citrotha are allied in their fight against Elkest and the Feywilds, as Citrotha wants to fight the Feywilds, Zalia wants to fight Elkest, and they're not supposed to interfere with each other's processes. They can help each other, but they cannot interfere.
Definitely interfered.
But what if
100%.
a third party, the Elkins, got involved?
So,
well, they're not part of the treaty. They're the target of one of the nations.
so
Yeah.
It's the fact that Helios is not Elkin.
They don't. Do they know that Helios is the one who barred the door, though?
So if you're gonna, if you're gonna argue that Helios had no part in this,
The barring of the door? Of the door, at least.
I was literally the one doing it.
okay.
You were the only one doing it? I
but-
forget
It would be a lot of deception.
But
Yeah.
tell
Okay.
me,
Yeah.
with your perfect memory, tell me if this is correct. They never announced they were from Citrotha, so how would we have known?
the same way Helios is now saying that they are protected by the treaty. Helios is pretending that they are aware of the treaty.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also it says unknowingly or otherwise.
It does specify that as well.
So it doesn't matter.
I see.
Yeah, it's the same way of saying I didn't know it was against the law, so I can't be held accountable for breaking the law. That doesn't. You still broke the law,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
unfortunately.
Violated the treaty.
This treaty, getting this was a very good idea because it does give you, if you do go to the trial,
We're
you're gonna have
effed.
to lie your ass off. That's
I
why
can't.
Clear also said to lie.
Yes.
And
You
I
will
can
have
only
to-
be a witness. I can't be your lawyer, apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah, well, because the person who's actually the prosecutor is
That makes sense.
Ilfor.
Yeah.
Because
So
you're
we're-
not the defense, you're the prosecution. You're attacking
Right.
Thalos, saying he did
Right.
things. He's the defense.
Right.
Yep.
So you can call witnesses, you can call each of you up, and then each of you gets to lie individually.
This is also assuming
That kind of well.
this is also assuming there's not a zone of truth.
Yeah. There's going to be a zone of truth. We know this.
Potentially.
It's
Magic
100%.
bullshit.
You can also resist zones of truth. Like you can,
Yeah.
like it's a save.
Yeah.
So
Also, not directly lie, indirectly lie.
you can take
Withhold
some Fey
information.
inspiration. Yeah, you can take
Yeah.
some Fey inspiration. Speak
Ah.
around the truth.
Yeah.
This isn't the
Cool.
DM. This isn't the DM saying you shouldn't do the trial or anything.
No,
I just give you the,
really did.
I'm giving you all the information. I'm glad
Yeah.
you took I'm glad you got the treaty, so you don't come into this blind.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would have lost for sure.
Bro,
For sure.
bro, we are.
Yep.
Cecilius is like, I think you were saying about how Thalos gave you an offer, right?
Yeah, I think we have to take it at this point. But also, I'm very afraid for all of you coming to Zalia at this point. Because you are not.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's something you work into the agreement. Something about protection. Who knows?
Well,
Yeah, that is.
for what it's worth, I
Mm,
could probably blend in.
You don't speak Celestial.
mm.
That is literally our native tongue. I spoke it to you at the very beginning, and you looked
Yeah,
at me
yes,
like
you
I
did.
was speaking nothing. You did not understand.
Yeah,
It is
no,
upsetting.
And
I-
Yeah.
You won't blend in at all.
physically.
Even if. Oh, sure,
I mean,
yeah. But
Physically.
I
That's just
can,
true.
but I don't.
Yeah, but
match.
you're-
I
no.
could pretend
Do
to
have a
be
question, Helios.
Could dye my hair.
that is
Maybe.
fair. Yes, Maya.
Are there any other constructs like myself in Azalea?
Oh yeah, there's lots of them. I have
Tons.
I have a good associate.
I don't think there would be a problem with you going there, Maya.
Well,
Oh.
my thought process there is at the very least you could say I'm yours. You made me.
That could probably work.
Yet
yeah.
again, lying your ass off.
You guys also do know you have the ability to suppress your auras, so you could
Right.
try to. You could try to pass yourselves off as just Citrothans, just outer planar people. You
I would
aren't
have to
Elfin.
dye my hair white. I'd have to bleach it.
Well, you don't have to be a Shadar Kai, but like Ebert, the farmer, is just a human. You just
True.
say you're from Citrotha.
But then
Are there any-
Payless knows the truth and will probably out you immediately. So
Well,
I mean,
maybe you make that part of the.
maybe we make it part.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. We could make it part of the deal. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't. Winning the trial is like a 1 in 1 million chance, I feel.
Reason Thalos gave you an out.
Yeah.
But I will
Very
say,
considerate of him.
on the board, here's the thing: the trial is a huge risk, huge reward. If you win it, you get everything you want, no consequence, no downside. Thalos gets fucked, you get your items back, you get to go. If you lose it, you're probably dead. Like there's no. You'll be in the middle of the Juratora Temple. The heroes will be a week out from being able to help you. It's going to be another bad end, probably.
Yeah.
Thalos deal is no risk, but you have to give up the name of who made the needle, and you don't get the satisfaction of putting one up on Thalos. He gets what he wants.
Living is worth.
I like living.
I can't decide that for you, but
I like being alive. I'm getting commission of
And hey,
Cecilius.
you guys have done crazy shit. You might live the trial. You might win the trial. Who knows?
I don't think so. I can't lie my ass off that good.
You all have to lie our asses off that good.
Bashar has to lie his ass off that good. If you don't put
Don't put Bashar on the map.
Maya has
I
to
was-
lie
don't
his
come.
ass off.
I was wondering if there might be a possible third route we could take.
Okay.
Basilica?
As we learned from Clear's letter,
Mm-hmm.
this realm in particular kind of is like, let's say, in tune with
Venurin.
the one who runs it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What if we, just saying, spread goodness and maybe give the heroes a chance of killing the one in charge?
Bashar rolls his eyes like, ugh.
I don't. It's not a bad idea, Maya. However, I would say, how much cheer can we really bring people without, one, alerting the jurats, and two, we don't really have a lot of influence outside of Braco right now. It would have to be in like the main cities where there's vast quantities of people, I would think.
I will say, yesterday when I was handing out food.
Yes, that did do something. It felt more cheery.
But we have an immunity of sorts right now. If you do that in a major city just outside of where we were held prisoners without that immunity.
Well,
The immunity is also contingent on going to the trial.
Yeah. I'm not saying like I do it out in the open in other places. I don't know. I just wanted to put it out there in case we all might think that we wanted a third option.
Sure. Here's a fourth option. We find another one of those amulets and walk through the portals.
You guys
But
do
I
know.
don't know.
You do know where the Elkin portal is, and Greer did tell you that somewhere in the East Sinwood is the one back to the Feywild.
Well,
But that doesn't solve your problem, Helios, of the mark.
Well,
We don't even know what will happen if you leave this realm with that intact. It could
Sure.
kill you.
Sure,
No,
but I have
we
theory
know
about
what it
that.
does. It
Oh,
hurts
please
him
share.
over time. We've been told.
Oh, this.
That's what they said, but We don't
It's
know
more
what will happen.
like, well, what if it... Go ahead and... Oh, I don't like suggesting this. You could, maybe just kill me, and then Maya
no.
could bring me back, and then poof, no mark.
Uh,
I don't... I
sounds
particularly
terrible.
It is, and I'm very scared saying
Hey,
such things.
hey.
But,
Dying is the best, worst thing that ever happened to
Oh
you.
my god.
I'm just
Okay,
saying.
No.
Unfortunately,
before we
we
try
don't
that,
know if the mark goes away if you die.
Yeah,
No,
and I just
no, I
just
know.
checked that Revivify does not restore body parts.
No.
So if you cut the hand
No.
off and kill, it won't restore the body
No.
Well, I
What?
don't cut my hand off. I was not suggesting that.
parts. Just add that on. Addendum.
maybe we
You
can
can make
try.
him, you can make one. No.
Maybe.
Maybe we can try legend boring the thingy. Maybe that'll tell
What?
us whether or not dying makes it go away or not.
It's
The
not.
mark?
Or we can maybe.
This
It's
is more...
Be
probably-
legendary. Just
I
keep
don't-
that in mind.
yeah. Yeah, this is not legendary. My hand is not legendary.
Your hand, the thing in
It
your
could be in
hand.
the
Neither is...
future.
I don't think the mark is all that legendary. I mean, really, anyone
Hard
could
to
make
say.
one of these, so... Well, maybe not anyone, but
I
anyone.
can't.
Well, a Jurit can. I mean, if you reach a
Yeah.
certain point, but I've never heard of this Jurit Ilfor until he made himself known, so I wouldn't say he's legendary.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know Vernurin either until I came to this realm.
Well,
So
she's learning lots of things every day, Got to expand the mind somehow.
yeah.
Nervous drinking whatever is in front of them.
As Cecilius is like, yeah, expanding your territory.
Okay, look.
No, he doesn't say. He doesn't say that. He doesn't say that. He's thinking it in his brain.
Okay, I mean, Lord Gavin was a trusted, confident person of...
Yes, and
oh
he
yeah,
had
I
one
have
of
this
those.
rock. I have this sending stone still.
Oh yes.
I have
You have
not
a random sending stone.
identified
Who?
who it is goes to. I don't know. I haven't tried it out.
Oh.
Identify.
Is
I don't think
okay.
identify
I
tells
don't think
you
it
who
works that
No,
way.
it
Because
doesn't.
basically, they're not linked
just
to
a
a
sending
person. It's
stone.
whoever's holding it.
That's true.
So it doesn't. It's not like it's bound to a person.
True.
We'd have
Someone
to
else can pick it
scry.
up.
Does it have
You have
any?
scry.
I don't
Does
wanna
it have
use on
any
there.
writing on it or anything
nope.
that's
Doesn't have a
Okay.
name or any
Just a
indication. It's just a
normal
typical
ass
sending
sending
stone.
Yeah,
It was
that makes-
included with the
The amulet.
that you know lets you leave Satrotha for whatever that's
I'm
worth.
assuming it's
Yo,
Juvenurin.
Feels like it goes to Thalos or Venorin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably one of those guys.
Could you imagine? Hello, and Venorin goes, "Hello."
Wait a
No,
minute.
I don't want to imagine that.
Sorry,
Um,
wrong number, B.
Yeah, exactly.
Wrong number, Chuck.
Yep, destroy.
Hold on. Spells. I need to reread something. Alter self. Is it mask?
We need to figure out some.
You guys have
Sound of your
options.
voice.
Oh, okay.
But
A way to
I
mask
wouldn't-
your voice.
I wouldn't do it.
I could pretend I'm Gavin or Lady Roust.
With the-
But you magically know who the person.
How
on the
many
other
days has
side
I
it been
do
since we-
believe
since we
sending
killed
Gavin?
does tell you that actually.
Oh, I could make
How-
my voice sound different though. It doesn't really matter.
How many days has it been since we killed them? It's only
3
been
days.
yesterday, right?
3
days?
days. 3 days.
Oh, they're gonna know
It was
by then.
22nd.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't
22nd
recommend
was a
using.
big day.
I wouldn't recommend
4
using
sessions.
that. If it goes to Venorin,
I know, but I'm so very curious as to
that,
who is on the other
implicates
side.
us that we were
I'm-
there.
Sure, I mean, they probably already know. Okay.
They
Alright,
probably
well-
already know. Yeah,
I don't
Just-
know what to do.
been used against us.
I
I mean,
Uh,
the
I feel like
heroes. The heroes.
The trial is out for sure.
Yes, we
Yeah.
can't go to the fight.
yeah.
I advise against it too. I don't think that's something we can win.
Yeah, the trial sounds bad knowing.
If we
it's
all have to
treaty.
go up there, there's no way.
Yeah.
And we don't even know the
Alright.
rules of trial. I should have asked that. Shit.
I don't know that it matters.
I don't think it matters either. It's his domain, his rules. You remember the trials bull
Yes,
crap,
the
right? All of it?
Tenets of Unlearn.
Can you write
yes.
them out for me? Just
Sure, if you really want to, I could write it all down.
yeah, it might help us in some way if we decide to do the trials. I really don't want to.
I feel like we're all kind of saying no.
I know at this point,
I mean,
but
so
Becky
option-
wants to look over it, but
Option
yeah.
5, perhaps, is maybe the heroes find one of these amulets and they take you home, and I go back to Zelia alone. That way, you are not, I don't know, put in danger.
Well,
I mean,
you'd still have to take Phaelus's deal, though.
Well, sure, but this is just me being risked, not all of you. This is this is option I wanted to present. You have
Unfortunately, we are stuck on the time limit of the week. So, I do think my plan's probably out.
unfortunately, yeah. Trust me, I'd like to make this place cheery too.
I feel like Phaelus is kind of becoming our only real option. Because we can't get that thing out of your hand unless
Well,
we cut it off and maybe hopefully get it back later.
what? No, I'm not taking my
Star's like,
hand.
I'm on it, pulling his sword out.
Put
no,
it away.
no.
No.
Hey, all right, I just
Um,
figured,
I mean,
fine.
Don't.
she
So excited
regenerated
about
one
it.
pair
'Cause-
of wings.
If anyone else probably could get rid of it, is Phaelus.
Hate asking him.
Sure, I mean, they're powerful clerics where I am from as well.
Well,
maybe-
you're
I mean,
pretty advanced, so I'm
strong
assuming you
enough
would have
to
a way-
regrow your hand.
Probably.
Yes, I mean, yeah, I mean, you think Zelia is less powerful than Sylvan? Of course.
No, I'm sorry, I wasn't saying that. It's just I didn't know if you knew it personally. You'd just be willing to do it for free.
My sister works very closely with our church, so I think I would be okay. I mean, I might, yeah. Sorry, I've never gone into details. My sister is a very, maybe not high-ranking cleric, but has done lots of work with the church. My other sister runs a place of entertainment, I suppose. It's a very funny place, but
It's a few different things.
yeah, a few different things. I don't know. I just kind of show up there every Thursday and eat food. Oh yeah, you. Okay, never mind. Day of week. I show up on. I don't know what day of week it is equivalent
All the
to.
same.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Zelia uses Sunday through
Yeah.
Saturday.
It makes sense, actually. Certain parts of it make sense, yeah.
Yeah.
You're a few Thursdays late.
What was that?
What'd you say? What'd you
I
say?
think you're a
say?
few Thursdays late.
Oh yeah, I'm very many
Yeah.
Thursdays late.
Oh, yeah.
That's just
Months of
part of why I wanted Kriya to let them know I was alive and not, well, I don't know.
Oh.
Whatever.
Right.
So, anyhow.
So are we? I'm assuming we're taking Thalus's deal.
Probably.
Who are we saying that created the needle?
That is a question. I feel as though learning now that Satrotha is wanting to destroy the Fae, I feel like it would be irresponsible to mention Lord Mendy's name.
Yes, I
Probably.
would prefer not that.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can always say Kriya technically did make it.
Technically, and that's not like they can touch him.
Oh.
We don't even know where he is, what plane of
Not
existence
just,
he lives
well,
in.
and it's definitely in the astral scene. That much is.
Probably hard to access.
Yeah. Also, like, I don't want to go against the god of artisans.
That's true.
So, I don't know. I've never heard of Kriya before, and my peoples live in the Astral Sea, so it's a very big
And
place.
you create a lot of things, so I would assume you would hear of them.
Well, maybe not. I don't think so. I mean, it's kind of like a monotheistic society for the most part, but we recognize the existence of other gods and their lesserness compared to Zelio. So,
Cecilius.
Yeah.
Cecilius, can you give me a perception check real quick?
Yes. Absolutely.
Or Mendy listening in the window.
Oh, he fucking is. Rhea or Cecilius's perception?
This would have to be Cecilius.
Normal perception. 9. I
Got it.
don't catch it.
Nice. Great.
Yes. So really rather not take his deal, but I don't want to die.
Tough few days. I need to do something with my hands that is not writing down terrifying world-ending treaties and tenets of bullshit.
Yeah.
Yes.
All we can do
Okay.
is prepare.
I guess I'll go back to feeding the town.
I'll be rereading over this treaty if you will allow me to.
Just left it on the table.
Okay, I take it.
Yeah.
I take it and I start rereading it like intensely.
During the conversation, when you mentioned the tenets, Helios was just writing out the tenets
Got it.
just while we were discussing
Got it.
paper.
Oh,
Uh,
We're gonna shift now to the evening time slot for this day. What would you guys like to work on the last thing of this day?
I guess I'll focus on the Dreamcatcher with Helios's help in the afternoon.
Or is Helios gonna focus on the rifle?
can I do like 4 hours? Like my trance time be focused on the rifle, like late evening, and then.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Okay, Astra, give me a Tinker Tool Intelligence with advantage.
Tinker Tool, Intelligence, Advantage.
25.
Another 18.
Beautiful.
You have the base of it finished. You think tomorrow you will get this done. And tomorrow's check will determine the potency of how powerful this is. But you've made it very quickly. Only in like 2 days you're making this magical item because of help and really high checks.
The groundwork is all laid.
Yep. Okay. Helios, I don't think there's any check necessary. You have like
There's time.
your rifle table, your gun table has like a time amount. You're just investing the time into it. Okay. Is there anything else you guys do for this evening before settling in? Still have a few days before you have to go meet Thalos.
Is everyone doing their perspective stuff pretty much?
Pretty much.
What's Maya doing? So you left the cottage?
She was feeding the town.
You do that every day?
Yeah, pretty much, because she can just make food and then mix it all around for flavor.
Create food and water. Yeah. You don't have to use your spells for much else. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I would
Yes.
I would be probably contacting Normandy
Okay. No check required.
about basically I'm not going to say much about Zalia, but I am going to mention that the Feywilds, the Citrothan agents in the Feywilds need to be taken care of expeditiously. And they were in the fields of bounty. And I tell them.
Was this something Cecilius did immediately following the previous conversation? Like after everyone broke up, you went
After
over?
I reread this, probably, because I saw everyone going their separate ways. So after I reread this, then I would have done it.
Cool. I'm gonna roll a d30.
Okay.
You guys want above 25.
Ooh.
Okay.
Close.
Oh boy.
Close. Okay. He listens intently and looks pensive and concerned.
This is concerned.
Okay, I always knew that Satrotha, the Shadowfell, was antagonistic of us, just
I mean,
by their
seems to be your
nature.
antithesis. Yes.
I didn't realize they were mobilizing such an offense. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be much help in counteracting them with how I am,
Right.
and
Indisposed,
having to expect
yes.
Moirai coming soon. Should be any day now. I can try having Terena send a missive to the Autumn Court, though, to let them know.
Please.
Perhaps they don't know their true intentions, and this might help.
It could foster a positive relationship between you and the Sealy Court at the very least.
I wouldn't go that far, but maybe. Well, whatever you decide to do, be careful.
I'll try.
And it'll fade from the mirror.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh.
So, as you guys settle in for the evening, before the end of the day, did you want to use your legend lore?
Yes, I was gonna say during dinner maybe.
You're like,
Okay.
We're all gathered about
Don't want to waste the
no.
charges.
eating
Yeah,
the
no.
delicious foods. I mean, go ahead.
I mean,
Do your thing.
Cecilius, would you like to know more about your creepy antagonistic?
Personally, I do, but
Sure.
I feel like this treaty whole deal has a little bit more of a
The treaty is not
importance right now.
legendary. It needs to be of legendary.
Well, I mean, look, Celia was pretty legendary, but
If
I
they
don't
have
think that
anything
this.
else.
I don't know that we learn anything more than what treaty already says. I mean, if anything, it'd be like maybe like personal intent.
Is this Project Phalanx? Is this
No, that's
legendary at all?
No,
Okay.
I can't say so.
It's kept secret. That's the opposite of legendary.
That is true.
Although it's in like prototyping stages, it's like pre-production, not quite ready for production. So once it get to production and then it is used to. Never mind.
You guys have learned a lot of names of important people and places and things that haven't been asked yet. Plenty of options. You might also...
Be selfish, Cecilius.
There's also a chance of it recharging fully tomorrow. You get to do it again tomorrow if you get a
Right.
6 on the d6.
Right.
At the very least, you'll get
If
one
you-
more
if you
use
have-
in 2 or
If
3
you have
days.
nothing else, then yes.
No, please. I feel as though on behalf of all aliens, I owe you. So,
I've done several. for
Dynamic has
myself.
changed a bit there.
a little bit. Also,
What are
I'm
you
very
doing?
curious about your weird, scary aboleth. Like, Hunter.
It seems to me that what I've read, as long as I don't go near the ocean, I should be fine. Hopefully.
Well, maybe you should check just to be sure.
Sure, you've pulled my arm.
Okay. Here, you can do it, since you know all about it.
What do you say as you cast Legend Lore? What do you name?
So it has to be. Give me a rundown
Creature.
of legend.
Legend Lore,
Creature.
I believe it has to be a creature, a person, place, object, kind of. Let me look, like Legend Lore 5e to give you the exact. Describe a person, place, or object.
Okay.
Name or describe. You don't even have to have the name, you just have to describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. It could consist of
Gotcha.
current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that was never widely known about it. If you name something that is not of legendary importance, you gain no information. The more you already know about something, the more precise and detailed the information you get is.
Okay. I'm okay. I'll say the origins of Uraka the Enlightened.
Uraka the Enlightened.
Yeah!
As you cast Legend Lore, images flash in your mind. It's different every time you use Legend Lore. Sometimes it's words, sometimes it's stories, sometimes it's images. This time, a visual. Each image flashes accompanied by a familiar thunderclap, similar to your dreams. You see a lonely lake below a desert sea of sand. A lifting hand from the clouds raising something up, and the same hand lowering it into ocean's dark. A silhouette in shadowed waters, tentacled and mysterious. Flashes of lightning above the ocean surface, illuminating its massive size and grandeur. A figure emerging from the waves, walking on two legs towards a distant manor in the rain. You recognize the manor. The same figure, leading a young child by the hand into the sea, as a desperate man chases after, begging. A ring of figures clasping hands on the ocean floor, raising their eyes towards the surface, aglow with an eerie light, as they chant in unison, Uraka, Uraka. And the spell ends.
I can describe all this as it's happening. Okay. I know this mansion.
Despite the fact that your mansion, your ancestral home is not oceanside, in the vision it seemed to be. You don't, again, legend lore, it does not show literal, it shows figurative language typically.
Huh.
But you saw it leading a child from your home with someone chasing after, frantic, into the sea.
Well, that's
Ooh, right.
yeah, that's
Conduct.
definitely Ulrich's grandchild, I believe.
Aurelius, you learned about,
Aurelius, yes.
Well, I mean, about you not going near water sounds like is irrelevant.
Seems so.
That is good information to get, at least. The vision did show somebody on two legs emerging from the sea, too.
Did I get a good look at this person?
No, it was always
Really?
in silhouette in a heavy downpour.
Okay. It didn't have like, did it have like androgynous feature kind of deal silhouette?
I'll say yeah. You get the feeling
Okay.
it was meant to be androgynous. It
Okay.
looked humanoid.
Okay.
In every scene, there was depiction of some form of water. There's another thing to note in the images, whether it was rain, lake, ocean.
Well, that's something, at least. I need to research more about this cult. Ugh. I'll have to do that tomorrow, though. Maybe, potentially, I don't know.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you guys would like to do with this evening before we go into a long rest?
Someone top me off.
Oh,
Yeah.
How heavy are you? Or how
I
much
need-
you need?
I need like close to 30.
I think
Oh,
Maya
God.
has her full for the day,
God.
so we can just
Yeah.
say
I'll do
you
it
go up to
again.
30. Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing
Alright.
says you can't.
We'll pump. We shall
Okay.
pump what you need.
It was 28.
Skaboosh.
28. Maya
Yeah.
eats it.
Okay.
You're good.
Yeah.
Cool.
You good. You good.
I'm a
you good.
real Elkin now.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that brings up issues. I would think with your peoples.
What? Oh, you mean? What? Part?
It's just another thing to add to the list, you know.
What specifically,
They,
Sicilians?
I don't want to offend you, but I feel like your people would not take kindly to having aura from other
Oh.
races.
I don't know if that is really, truly what
I mean,
they
it is
would think.
beneficial, but
It is very beneficial. If anything, they would probably covet it. It's this, way to make themselves more powerful, make conquesting easier.
Yeah.
So this is probably why your world is the one that is not being slated for, ruin during this fracturing of firmaments, and it is the Feywild because they are probably not as valuable.
So would Celia
just-
take the place of Elkest then?
No, I think
Take the place of the
Elkest would. Well, no, I just think that the Fey would go away, just like Theros went away.
But it's not a material plane.
Zalia is
Well-
not the material plane; it'd be like astral sea that Elkest does not have.
Right.
So
Either way, they're trying to sacrifice a plane of existence.
You're a little low. I can't hear you very
Turn
well.
me up. Right click
Yeah,
in
turn-
Discord.
Yep, I'm good. What were you saying? I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
So
Either
down as
way,
well,
they'd be
touch.
destroying a plane of existence. I think the
Right.
idea is the sacrifice
Alright.
of one can save the others.
And you would remember Venurin stated he believes he's fighting for the side of justice for the death of a world.
For
Right,
Theros.
because-
Yeah.
yeah, and because the Fae
Destroyed Theros.
just destroyed. So it's like eye for eye. Like the world boy.
Yeah.
In Venurin's eyes, at least.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Does Career's thing mention who the leader of Theros was? Oh,
The leader of Theros? I mean, no. They're like long dead though, I would presume, because...
Helios, you could give a history check because it's actually part of your people's
Yeah.
history.
One moment, let me recall the data banks of knowledge.
of my mind.
It's an 18.
18?
Yeah.
I think Helios would know that, much like the material plane of Elkest, there wasn't a leader of Theros. Theros was a world. It wasn't a nation. It was the entire world of the material plane.
Right.
So
Right.
you could say Dior is the leader of Elkest, but he's only the leader of the Holy Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Different story. There was no one leader of Theros. It was a
Okay.
world with various kingdoms. You learned of a new kingdom in Theros when Aaron told you of Clario that you probably never heard of. It was some distant small kingdom that he served in Theros.
I say those things.
You say those things. I'm regretting my choices of the dream now. when you say, Aaron,
Mm.
I should not have been so selfish.
I mean,
Maybe you have another bad dream tonight,
Oh, great!
Hopefully not until the dream.
Another
catches
potential
them.
of going insane.
Yeah, that's what we... Yeah, maybe try to, will that into,
I'll try to will
tomorrow
not
night.
being insane into existence. Yes, I'll
Yeah,
try that.
I
I mean, according to Career's letter, it should get easier as I do it. But it's kind of... I have it, sometimes I don't. I can't really... I'm trying to will it into existence when I want it. But
Do you know Mallory?
kind of
is willing-
wishy-washy right now.
Yeah, Mallory is willing to teach you how to better
Yeah.
control it, but that's just
Yeah.
going to require time with Mallory.
Yeah.
Or someone else who
Damn
knows
it.
prophetic dreams. Mallory was just the
Yeah.
first person you found that could do it.
Yeah, the dream masters in the winter court.
There's others. There's people. You might
Yeah.
run into others.
There's people. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
So
so in the interest of just trying to keep this on rails a little bit for this session, we'll say that's the end of the third day. You guys can take a long rest. I will move the calendar advance to the 26th. You now have 3, including today, 3 whole days before you have to go and meet Bayless.
+2.
So make sure
No!
do your long rests.
Garbage.
Mm.
3 charges
Mm.
on the saddlebag.
see, this is
Well,
why
What's
I
full charge?
don't.
Is 8?
8.
8.
So we need
So-
4.
You have a good chance. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
tomorrow.
good
There's a
chance.
good chance tomorrow, but it's technically possible, you know.
Third day we'll get it for sure.
Guarantee
Nine.
you guarantee at least have one more before
Yeah.
Bayless, yeah.
Helios, do we want
What's the probability of us finding another one of those get out of this jail
An
free
amulet?
amulets.
Considering the one you found was protected by the lord of one of 3 towns in Citrotha, and a pre-lich ancient necromancer who was siphoning powers from an almost lich. Yeah, it could be pretty good. It could be pretty good chances. They're probably lying around everywhere.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You know.
Just go to the next town and depose their leader, and you'll be fine.
Obviously.
Yeah, I mean,
And
just wanton
Halios-
murder.
And Halios can take all their metal.
I mean, I
Yes.
wouldn't be opposed.
Helios, we want to knock this out in the morning.
Yeah, let's just knock this thing out.
Alright.
I will say this as well, just to give the last option, just so you guys know. I just not saying what I think you should or would do, but just to give all options. You do know Viley was going to hand the amulet back to the Seekers to immediately have it brought over. So if you guys took the Pegasi to the Elcast camp, there is a very real chance the amulet is already there waiting for you.
Yeah.
It's waiting for the heroes technically, but you could always do the same thing as Viley and just pass through
Bring
and
it
hand it back over.
Yeah.
If the party was like, fuck this, let's just go to Elcast, chop off Helios' hand and be done with this, you could. You would not get your suit back. You
No.
would not get
We wouldn't get our suit.
Azalea.
We wouldn't get the needle.
We're not going to get the
Correct.
needle. We're not getting
Oh,
the needle.
probably not.
If you do this route, you're not getting the needle, but Career is
No.
working on the replacement.
Sure. So.
So, all right, we're on day 4 now.
Yep.
Okay, so morning time slot. What are you guys doing?
Bang bang.
Bang.
Who would like to helm the final
Bang,
roll
bang.
for the Dreamcatcher? This is
what's-
determining. I will tell you, this is
Yeah.
going to be an
Intelligence, is it?
Arcana check, as you're trying to now finish the enchantment, and it will be the higher the roll, the more potent the effect.
I have an 8.
My,
Go
I
for
only
it.
have
I don't know.
3.
Go for it. Yours is
Okay.
because
Well,
you have higher intelligence. We're both trained.
sure. I didn't know if you had expertise or anything.
No,
That's
I
true.
don't.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You may roll with
So,
advantage with Astro
advantage.
helping.
We'll be watching at the door
I have a
of your
question.
workshop. I will not be
Yes.
going into the workshop.
How? It's like a 4-hour period.
This is over the course of the morning period.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
We're really,
Oh.
I just say this, we are really expediting typical magic item craft, but that's because
Oh,
I have
yeah.
2 powerful artificers with really good stats and making really good rolls. So,
Okay. All right.
I don't
Alright.
think we've rolled below
Um,
20.
no, you go
Don't put
incredible.
that out
sorry.
there.
Yeah!
You put it out there.
Smack! No, get
All right.
like a 1. Fuck.
I will also, Cecilius, would you like to use your morning time slot to help as well with this?
I mean, if there isn't a way of helping, absolutely.
You're magical. What I will say
I
is
am magical.
if Cecilius uses their entire morning time slot to help, I'll give
Oh,
Cecilius
sure, yeah.
inspiration. So you
Okay.
get
Yeah, let's do that.
1 extra roll.
Yeah.
for
Okay.
that roll.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Just
Yep.
to
Okay.
give you it, now the dice can still always tell
Sure.
a story,
Say
but
F
Oh, yeah,
that.
they can-
All right. Here we
they can
go.
say-
Advantage with the first one. 28. We did it.
natural 20. Natural 20.
Damn.
Oh. Hey. So
Oh.
I have gone ahead and named this item. If you'd like to rename it, it is your creation. You may. But I will not be modifying the stats. I will be giving you the full power version. I'm going to put this into all
Yay.
players, though it is technically
Yes,
Cecilius who gets this.
Yes.
This does require attunement for reference.
Okay. All right. I'll have to
That
unattune
was a
some.
tune. Do
This
it at
is-
night. Take an hour right before sleep. You attune.
The
And then-
silver-lined Dreamcatcher.
Ooh.
There it is. Oh, that's so nice. I was gonna
A
look for
silver
a picture,
ring.
and you already have one.
Holding a lattice of fate hag hair and adorned with the feathers of a Pegasus and silver quill owl. Dreamcatcher helps
Damn.
battle the effects of madness and wards the attuned creature to prevent nightmares. While attuned, the difficulty of all saves made while asleep are reduced by the attuned creature's proficiency bonus.
Damn.
Additionally, the attuned creature never suffers from nightmares, cannot be magically put to sleep, and is immune to the negative effects of the dream spell and similar effects.
Nice.
Damn.
Nice.
So, while you are attuned to this, you will have, what is it? Proficiency bonus is 3 right now?
3, yeah.
The -3 to the difficulty of all saves while you are asleep. So this isn't just in your
Nice.
dreams. It's if you're asleep and a roll is made, like, I
Scry.
guess scry, if you're being scried on while you're sleeping,
That's dope.
the difficulty is, I guess I'll say it's, no, it would be reduced still, because you're the one making the save on scry, so it would be, I was going to say increase the difficulty for the other guy, but they don't make the check, you make the check, yeah, so. Yes, this is the full power Dreamcatcher. If that roll had been lesser, I would have had it be a flat number that it reduced by rather than proficiency, but this will level up with you, so, I mean, if you're ever at level 20, that'll be -6 difficulty.
Damn.
So,
Come at me, Corey.
yeah, oh yeah, this is an anti-quarry item for sure.
Oh yeah.
I'll add this to
Damn.
Becky's
Okay.
items.
Awesome.
Yeah. I can only have 3 things attuned, correct?
Correct.
You
Yes,
can-
So
correct.
You can
I will
attune
be
to it, though.
unattuning. I will be
an hour
unattuning to the
before.
wand of necrosis because
So what you can do is like Megan's saying, is because this is only affects you while you sleep, you could just take an hour before going to
Yeah, I
bed
can do that.
to switch.
Yeah.
Now, if you
Yeah.
get attacked in the middle of the night, keep in mind
Yeah.
which ones you have attuned, but
Right.
you can unattune from the wand of necrosis before going to bed. Essentially,
That's probably what I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Pretty much every night.
Congratulations, you have
I
made a powerful custom item.
I hug both of you.
Oh,
You guys are geniuses. I'm sorry.
It
I lost my composure.
was
This is really nice.
surprisingly easy to
Thank
work
you.
with.
it was kind of fun. In all honesty.
It's beautiful.
It's been
And
a
it'll
while.
help. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
It's just, so I don't get blasted.
You guys are
in the
amazing.
morning,
Yeah, that too.
So that's the morning time slot for you 3.
Yeah.
Maya, I'm assuming you're doing just general upkeep. Is there anything in particular you'd like to accomplish today that I should even know of, or are we just gonna toss over?
No.
Okay. Afternoon time slot. Anything you guys would like to work on specifically? The Dreamcatcher is done, so that frees up a little bit of Artificer room. Helios working on your rifle. You just can file away your hours. I guess I'll say it's 4-hour time slots: 4-hour morning, 4-hour evening, 4-hour night, etc. Typically, but because you guys can sleep, you only have 4 hours of sleep. You can add a nighttime slot. So you two can work the 4th slot of the day that everyone else needs to sleep during.
I'll give a time slot to the armor to make more sense of that before I do something specific.
Yeah, I'll say that has to be at some point in the background,
Yeah.
the armor. Okay. And Helios, did you have anything you wanted to roll for?
I'll just spend my next 3 slots of rifle time.
Of rifle time.
Now I'm
So
almost done.
we'll go to the evening time slot. Astro, what would you like to do in the evening?
Well, I have another cursed item.
You do. You do. So you would like to try and rework the Ring of Lost Rituals.
Yes, I would. For something
Okay.
that possibly... Go ahead.
And again, you're trying to take the gem and socket it into your armor like the
Yeah,
other
I
one.
think that's going to
and
kind of be
maybe-
the theme here, because I'm an
I do like the
armorer.
idea. I do
Yeah.
like the idea. Okay. Well, what is your intention? I have an idea for what it would do, but I would like to know the intention of the Artificer before we proceed.
So, generally, once again, reverse engineering. But this kind of more, instead of like taking away and drawing away the ability to cast rituals, I think what seems like the easiest avenue is a means of either empowering rituals or making it so like that rituals take less time, or maybe ritual spells I can cast like in a mechanical sense.
Right.
Can like cast spells that are ritual spells without taking a slot like once per day or something like that.
Cool. I something you mentioned, I do have an idea for, so we're
Okay.
going to proceed that way. first, to see if you can grasp the magic of this, please give me an Arcana check.
Yep.
Helios is working on the rifle, so you do not
Yeah.
have advantage.
Is this guidanceable?
Sure. This one I'll say is guidanceable.
This is more of an in the moment thing, correct?
Yeah, I'll say
Or-
you could even use aura for this.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is just an in the moment, just trying to get the grasp of the magic of the
Gotcha.
ring.
Okay. In that case, 19.
19. All right. You feel like you have a fairly good idea of how this ring operates. You do know that the magic is between both the gem and the ring, but much like the staff, the similar stone seems to indicate that it is. There's a theme between the items. The sword also that you could have taken had another garnet. You feel like you could do like you did with the staff and extract the gem. To do so, I will need a dexterity Tinker's Tools check. This one is over the course of a few hours. This is
Okay.
not a in the moment.
Similar to before, help from the unseen servant for advantage for him holding it.
That's true. I forgot about that. Yes, that can
Okay.
work.
And you said this was Tinker Tools?
Tinker Tool dexterity.
Tinker Tools, dexterity. That's good, but okay.
Guys are still doing real good. That is a 21.
Nice.
17.
So I'll say for this one, I think I was a little hasty with allowing you to do the other one in a single day.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm going to say you spend your evening time slot and you carefully manage to extract. It also makes sense. It's a much smaller thing. The staff, the gem was like this big. This is, a
Like,
ring.
Yeah.
It's minute. It takes a bit more fine tune, and you do feel like you extract the gem without breaking the enchantment entirely. So it still has the power within it. And the ring becomes a bit of worthless, like a gold worth of like silver scrap.
Helios.
How to say, I'll take him.
Give Helios.
Slide it over the
scrap.
barrel of the rifle. Why
Yep.
not? Something.
Why not?
A little bit
It's
of
fancy.
filigree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Becomes iron sights,
there you go. Just bend it a little.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So I feel like Astra, you could continue working on this tomorrow and make significant progress.
Yeah. When it comes to the important part, I'm gonna wait till I can get Helios' help this
Advantage.
time. I don't
Makes
think I'm gonna
sense.
get so lucky twice.
You guys have gotten pretty good consistently, but yeah, may as well be sure. Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to accomplish on day 4 before we go to long rest?
And my
I'd probably, I'd probably tell Lormendi of the Dreamcatcher.
Okay. You
Just tell him that
Lormendi?
I would just tell him that I have 2 great artificers with me, and that my dreaming,
Oh,
not going crazy,
okay, yeah. Got it.
might help our situation.
The Dreamcatcher was finished this morning, right? You spent the morning slot with them, right?
Mhm.
Cecilia, give me another perception check.
Yes. Perception of me.
I'm so happy.
Me perception
Uh.
sucks. Me perception is
Cool,
terrible.
cool.
Okay,
Perfect.
it makes
Good to know.
sense.
Okay. You inform Lormendi of things, the Dreamweaver. I'd say
Yes.
as he like appears in the cottage, once again he like holds his hand out in the mirror. It's like, may I? And he will try to, as he like focuses on it in the reflection, again that feeling of him being able to sort of reach through just very faintly, and he does manipulate it, and you see like as you let go of it, it's like held in midair in real life, but in the mirror he's holding it. I must admit, I did not give your companions enough credit. This is well done.
Yes. Yes.
When
they,
when you've lived as long as I have, it's hard to be impressed sometimes. But this is impeccable work. And is this Moirai's hair?
yeah.
This is a very
I
powerful
hope she's
item.
not hope she's not going to be unhappy about that. But it
Well,
seems that,
she's unhappy about a lot of things. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
has she arrived yet?
Yes, today.
Oh,
Her and that little boy have been settled in, and thankfully he is very respectful.
yes.
Makes up the difference.
She hasn't smashed any of your mirrors or anything, has she?
Not yet. I've had
Okay.
Terena make sure to put away the more fragile ones, just to be sure. I think I have Moirai settled in on the upper floor, and I'm hoping to just sort of section it off from the rest of the tower if I can. It's fine. Don't feel bad. This was a good idea in a vacuum, and it will help us. I think we're going to see about maybe tomorrow going and checking out the fracture you already mended and see if there's anything we can do even without the needle at this time.
Right.
To reinforce.
I will say that Creer is working on another one.
I think that was mentioned. Yeah, he
Okay.
nods.
Okay.
It's a little frustrating to have my own work be not only perfected but now recreated by another. But he is the god of artisans, so I suppose it's at least a little bit.
It's fair.
It's at least a little bit softer of a blow to know that it takes the god of creation to recreate my work. Anyways, thank you for the update, and I hope this serves you well. The let's go of the dream catcher.
Mhm. I just wanted.
Keep me. Yes, keep me updated.
I will. Yeah. I cut off connection.
Yes.
Oh, Terena so hates me even more now. Look, I just want us to be amicable, but she hates my guts.
So Rhea goes, I mean, she just seems like a bit of a prickly person altogether. From the time I've known her, that's not too surprising. She never really liked me either, to be honest. I think the only one she likes
could
is Lamendi.
anyone not like you?
Well.
Just like,
As
what?
we wrap up day
Yeah.
4, there is no dream tonight. As we go into day 5, give me that roll.
Yeah.
Give the rolls.
Slash roll 1d6 plus 2. Yeah!
Yay.
8 charges,
Huzzah!
you're full. We are on
Nice.
the 27th of
Oh,
Sil. You
God,
have
you're like
2 days until Dayless meeting.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we do. Don't we?
Yeah, what are we doing about that? We're obviously
Yes,
accepting.
going. Yeah.
I'm assuming we're not all going. I don't
I
know.
assume we're all
Well,
going.
Well, yeah,
I
That's
assume
up
we
to
are.
you
I
guys.
don't know. So maybe how about over breakfast we discuss?
Oh yes, it is breakfast time. I
Shar
didn't
has not
have
left that
any-
chair in 4 days. I'm kidding. So, he's been
He
doing
goes
this.
out and beating up his
Yes,
mannequins.
he's beating up the mannequins.
There's
Comes back in,
probably
broke one of them. Yes.
How bad? Break
well, I mean,
It's
Maya
beyond
can
repair.
cast mending.
No,
Oh.
no. He's
Oh,
like
it's dust.
holds up a fistful of sawdust,
It's dust.
just drops it. Yeah, no, it's.
I don't think that could be mended.
I mean, those were like mannequin dummies. I guess it makes sense. They can't handle me.
They're big dummies.
Anyways, what's for food? But yeah.
Oh
you
yeah,
guys
has
can-
Bashar
help-
been like
I'll help
hunting
Maya.
every day?
Oh, I gotta do checks. Yeah,
I wanna
gotta
know
do
when we're
survival
eating.
checks.
Bashar's feast.
Yes, let me go open Bashar's key. I got 3 survival checks to do.
Yeah.
You got some emaciated rabbits up in this.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
not bad. I'll say that first day. I'll say that
good.
first day he actually managed to get like a rabbit. The fare around here is very poor. He needs like a
Mhm.
nat 20 to get anything of substance. But he like got the rabbit, looked at Maya, looked at the rabbit, and went, "This isn't worthy," and just like walks away and like makes it himself. Like prepares it over a fire, just like bare level, like just over an open flame, no seasoning. He's like, "I will get a big fat elk, and then we'll do it. Something must be something in this stupid realm."
Something with meat.
Yeah, something with substance. All right. So
Yep.
on
I'd
day
be helping her.
5.
I'd be helping Maya with like bringing everything out and
Yeah.
everything. I am the helper
You're
of
the
this
helper.
campaign right
You
now.
are the helper.
Yeah, right now.
The group helper.
Hamburger helper.
So, as you guys gather around for breakfast at the beginning of this day, Saddlebag is fully charged. What would you guys like to do in the morning slot?
Okay, we already did that one.
We already did that.
Do we want to do our legend?
We already did Venurin, right? We already did Venurin.
Yes, we did. That was like
Yeah.
We
the
did
first one we
Thalos.
did here.
Yeah, we already did Thalos. Correct?
I think so. Hold on.
You
let me
did
look.
not
Did-
do Thalos.
Did we not do Thalos? Okay. I would suggest we do Thalos. If we have not done
Hold on. Sentence confirming.
Thalos, who once served in the Raven Queen's Fortress of Memories, the Godslayer, the
Okay, yeah, you know
Figment.
what? Yeah, that's a good point.
I like to know what we're walking into. Who we are walking into. I mean, if he's called a God Slayer for a reason, I mean, that
Mm-hmm.
has to be he has to be legendary. I mean,
Yeah, we did Venorin.
yeah, I don't think we did.
Hold on. Legend lore, we did Scavosa.
Yeah. We did, I think we did the Revians as a whole as well.
I'm not there yet. No, we did. No. Yeah, no, we did not do Bayless.
Nope.
The Figment, God Killer Slayer Man, Envoy of Venurin. All the
who
words.
Potentially once served in the Raven Queen's Fortress of Memories.
Yes,
Potentially.
we say those things.
Oh, you're doing Thalos.
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
is that okay with everyone?
I'm perfectly.
I mean,
okay.
sure.
That's one we should know.
Okay, that.
Cecilius, give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Come on, get
Yeah.
it, dude.
Man,
Get
I'm
it.
not gonna get it. My
Get it.
perception is ass.
Ah!
Okay.
No.
Whatever this is continues.
Yeah.
As you say, Thalos, all those things,
All the titles.
a scene plays out.
Oh boy, let's see.
Witness the spray of golden blood across a pagan altar deep in sacred forests. A cup is filled with the blood, the nectar gathered, a sacrament taken. Life beyond life, a death detached from death, and a cursed blessing. Endless hunger for more communion drives them forward. The passage of time undone drop by drop, the name forgotten dose by dose, until naught but a figment remains. Bell ends.
This guy is
Well, he's probably
ancient.
immortal. He's probably
Venorins
immortal.
introduced him as having served him for eons.
Yeah.
And Krier says that Thalos is a folklore, Krier
He's a
doesn't
myth.
believe
Like the boogie
Thalos
guy.
is real.
The boogeyman. He's essentially a boogeyman.
Can we
Our
potentially
boogeyman.
do when we looked at Creer's notes or whatever about Thalos, can we try to do any history checks on the Raven Queen?
Oh yeah, you could do religion.
Okay. I'll
She's a
try.
god.
Yeah.
You can do a religion check on her.
Helios will not.
And
It wasn't my strong subject in school.
Cecilius, yeah, it would be in the traveler history. It's not really a god worshipped on Elkas. Cloak is the de facto god of death in Elkin pantheon. But the Sunflame faith is hello. There's Maya. There we go.
Hello.
All right.
The Sunflame
That's a
Faith is
25.
dead.
Well, continuing what I was just saying, The Sunflame Faith deals primarily with traveler deities, as it sort of was established by travelers for travelers back, 130 years ago, give or take. 120, whatever. Maya, you would be aware of the Raven Queen as a goddess of death, of fate, and of memories. She is not evil, but she is definitely she's from the Shadowfell. She is a Shadowfell deity. The Shadar Kai are elves that basically left the Feywilds to travel to the Shadowfell to serve the Raven Queen, and because of that, they changed in appearance to become Shadar Kai. Kind of like how Drow are from Lolth, Shadar Kai are from the Raven Queen.
That makes sense.
Honestly, I feel like Cloak and the Raven Queen have a lot of similarities in their domains.
Death. Like I said, not my best subject in school.
Well, I did learn a lot about various other gods and doses.
I would assume you do. Yes, they're very versed in gods. Okay. I was hoping we could, maybe have some inkling as to his motives, other than serving Venoran. Maybe he has ulterior motives to get out of here like everyone else.
The strange thing is, he claims, he's a god slayer, but if he's linked to the Raven Queen, I don't know her particularly to call upon her followers to kill gods.
Don't know, the flowery images that were displayed kind of gave me the impression that he is thirsty for taking more and more. And if you, so to speak, drink from the cup of a slain god and is not enough.
And if you're taking Elkins,
nice,
you want more? Yeah.
Also, those little, presumably cute little fae deities that we saw on the bridge. The little twins.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't know.
Those did come up a long time ago and never really again.
Whoever they are, I don't know.
I would assume that they were from the Sealy Court.
Good.
Right, yeah.
They looked very pretty to be. I don't know. Not trying to assume.
I mean, if it makes sense, we have God Killer actively going against to destroy the Fey wilds that has a rich and old pantheon. Seems like good targets for a God Killer Slayer.
I suppose. Well, I'm not particularly keen on this whole God Killer talk. I'm gonna go pray.
I need to wash my faith out with
with more faith.
Good deeds.
Yeah,
with good deeds.
My good faith.
Not good. Not
Going
good
to go to the chapel of the artificing.
Your chapel to Creer.
Yes.
Okay.
Just for 2 hours. Then I'm done.
Nice.
Okay.
So I can't do another check on the Demonomicon?
What would you like to do?
Demonomicon.
Onto it, exactly.
Jeez. Well, I can't do another one on him.
You can just to get the
Baraka.
mechanics. You can't do it for more lore information, but you can do it
Right.
just for the mechanical stuff.
I like mechanics.
But
Yeah, I don't have anything else to do, so I'm just gonna
so
be
give
looking
me-
in that.
Cool. So Maya's left, so you will not get blessed for this. Give me an intelligence saving throw.
can't guidance myself. So
Guidance
Nope,
isn't
not for
saved
this.
anyways.
that's not, yeah. Int save. No blast. Don't
You
put
know
them.
you need a 12. Okay, you got what
My
you needed.
God.
Natural
Hey.
20, exactly what was
Best
needed.
alone. Look at that.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Which
nuts.
of the 3 of those stats would you like to have?
Okay, so I learn up to 3 of the following. Okay,
Correct.
HP. Max.
HP. It's hit point maximum.
Yes, please.
For reference, I am going off of
Yes.
the Aboleth stat block.
Okay.
There might be modifications to this, but
Yeah.
Aboleth have 135 hit points.
Okay. Okay. Damages. Now question, does this it's just one block, right?
It's a
So
bu-
any
it's a bullet
damages,
point.
resistances, immune. Okay.
Cool.
That one.
None across the board.
Okay.
No psychic resistance.
Aboleth do not.
Huh.
Okay.
That feels
Weirdly,
weird.
it does.
Okay, so jeez. So much challenge rating is really
I mean, we already know it's CR.
yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
CR's bullshit anyways.
Yes.
He knows 2. I'll say condition immunities. Something different.
So, I'll give you this
Condition.
for.
I didn't know if it's different than immunity.
No. It's not. It's different. It's different. I'll give you this as the DM.
Mhm.
This is not going to be the final stat block. When
Okay.
you learn more about Uraka, I will allow you to do another check like this in the future.
Okay.
But this is on Aboleths in general. Aboleths do not have any condition immunities, any damage immunities, any resistances.
Gotcha.
It's weird. I feel like they should.
We should at least
Yeah.
have psychic
Yeah.
immunity.
They should. And you could probably assume that might change. Once you've learned more about Uraka, I'll allow you to do another check,
Is this
and
better
you can
here?
then get
I
more
understand.
fine-tuned information about them themselves. But this is more of a general.
Okay.
You've learned about Aboleths,
Got it. Okay.
so
It's something.
it's something. It's something.
It's something.
And you made the save again. Damn.
Okay. Is
Wow.
this better?
Okay. Helios, you're finishing up your rifle. Astra, what are you doing with your morning?
Sorry, interesting. Stream things. Let me turn that down then so it's a little more even. My morning is Helios free.
Helios is finishing.
I only need 2 hours.
Then
Of
I'm
my
working
morning.
on my armor.
So then,
Okay.
well, therefore that makes sense. And then we'll shift to the afternoon time slot. Astra and Helios, what are you guys doing?
Helios,
What
are
do
you
you- what do you
free?
I am free, yes. What do you need?
So she'll detail what she's been doing with the other cursed object.
Oh,
And,
another one?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was able to alter the other one for benefit. So I feel like I might have gotten lucky, and I'd appreciate your help. We did good work with the Dreamcatcher. If you
Oh yeah,
have-
that was very nice work.
If you had the free time to lend me a hand.
Sure, yeah, I got 2 of them. One is just slightly cursed.
Yeah. Sure is.
Okay. So Astra, with advantage, today I will need a Tinker Tools intelligence check.
Tools, intelligence,
baby.
with advantage. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big oof.
Even with help, this is becoming more difficult. I am going to roll a d30.
Okay.
On a 10 or lower,
It
you
breaks.
damage and break it.
Okay.
Yes.
That's fair.
No.
That's also part of.
Hey!
It is still intact, but it will require another time slot to continue working on it. So that is the afternoon time slot for the two of you. Is anyone else doing anything, or should we just proceed with the artificers?
Yeah, just the normal for Maya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could I send a message?
To Thalos, I'm assuming, because you only have the.
No, I have a Eunice rock too.
Oh yes, that's right. You have 3 rocks. I forgot about that. You have 3
Yeah, I
things.
got
You
2
have all the
rocks and a
jingle
mystery
jingles, right?
rock.
Sure. Give me.
Um,
What are you doing?
I would like to send a message to Auna. I'll
Mhm.
tap on the rock. It's not. I'll wait till like the end of the afternoon session, so it'd be
Okay.
around like 4 p.m. or so.
Sure.
Hello. Hopefully you're not in the middle of fighting and murdering things right now.
There's a moment, and then you hear a little exasperated. No, we are actually wrapping up something. These trials are absolutely sinister and sadistic. What do you need?
Oh, I just wanted to let you know, we have a meeting with Thalos in 2 days' time, so you know,
Oh.
it's not 3 days during trial, so he'll be out of a Judas a day early.
Good to know. Okay.
Um,
We'll plan accordingly.
also, are you able to like sit down for like 10 minutes or so?
I think this trial is I think we did this one. I think we're good. I don't think there's any more mimics.
Oh no, be very careful. Do not touch the gate. The gate is a giant mimic if you have not already found out.
There's no gate to speak of.
Okay.
Just a big room with a lot of boxes.
Oh fuck those boxes. Sorry, I got distracted. Oh, you're almost. Oh, so the next one, if it's this. Sorry, I distract. Never mind. Okay. So we learned more about this treaty between Zelia and the Shatrota.
Oh, I see.
I feel as though it is only right that you should know since Elkest is involved. Here are the summaries.
Here are the summaries.
Do
Our
explain.
people are enemies.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Also has a blind man, man. I ain't
Oof.
my output.
Big oof.
There is a pause.
Yep.
And then she continues. Okay, well, that is very concerning. I don't really know much about Zelia or why they would be conquering us, but we haven't received any reports of any sort of offenses, any attacks. I don't know.
Well, I just feel as though if I'm going to probably commit high treason, you should be aware.
Now?
From what you've told me when we talked in the barn, I have a good feeling that you will do the right thing. Just don't put yourself into too much harm. I don't know. I know you probably don't feel like you can trust us either after what happened to you after your imprisonment. But we at least have no idea about this declaration of war. So I promise you, on my name, I would not let you be taken as some sort of prisoner of war if you were to come back with us. But I also understand you wish to go home.
I have conflicting feelings now, but yeah. That's no. This is very confusing time. I just felt as though I feel as you have saved us numerous occasions, and I may or may not ask you to regrow my arm at some point in time if it comes to that.
We're pretty far from a tree portal at this point, so please don't do that now.
No, I wasn't planning on it. I very much like my arm attached to me. So, but it's more of, I don't know, maybe in anticipation of potentially owing you. Now we would be even or something like that.
Very well. I will consider us even.
Okay. So yeah, that is. Taylor will be out of reach, hopefully for you in the next 2 days to make it easier for
Well, then
the
we
things
will
we're doing.
we'll have to push a bit harder then. He hasn't really done anything since we got here. They have to know we're in here by now, but
Very
we've
much.
been trying to keep a low profile.
Well, if you
Better
get
than
to a
us.
room where there are 3 cages, you let me know. Because there were updates made, so I may have made it harder for you.
I see. I will keep that in mind.
I don't sleep much, so I'm ready to solve puzzle whenever required.
Neither do any of us.
Oh, this
All
is
elves.
fair. This is fair. I don't know, but this puzzle in particular, you know, if Taylor's fixed it and then I can try to unfix it for him, that would be great pleasure.
I think we'd probably just break it at this point, or
Oh,
teleport the people out, or
oh.
we'll
my way was
figure it out.
better. Okay.
Well, okay. All right. Thank you, Helios.
Okay. Good luck. And if you
As to you.
just never mind, you're powerful. You can survive a boulder coming through you. And
What?
gelatinous cubes. It is fine.
Oh,
Goodbye.
those are nothing. Goodbye. As she cleans gelatinous cube off of her cloak.
I mean, for that,
Alright.
and gelatinous cube is like, you're
Nothing.
dead.
Yeah.
The things you guys faced are nothing to that group. Like, they're
Yeah.
breezing through a Judas at this point.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It was good to warn them. So, okay.
Oh,
That was, I
boy.
believe, the afternoon slot we're moving to? Or...
That
the
was
afternoon
the
slot.
yeah.
So, evening slot. Would you like to try again with the same thing, or save that for another day?
Unless Helios has something else going on.
No, it's okay. I had another idea, but I don't think time-wise it makes sense.
I was going to
even
say, keep
start
an
it.
idea. You only have another day after this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
will. Hold on. Let's see.
Oh.
Did that. Oh. No, I don't think we need that.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Yes, Maya.
Okay.
Where's Maya? Is she back?
Maya's been just milling about the cabin most of the day.
Asta, this won't take long. I just need to chat with Maya really quick,
Yeah,
and I'll come
fine.
back.
Yeah,
And you can get started. Okay.
yeah. Do that. I gotta run to the
Maya.
bathroom.
Maya, hello.
Hi.
Do you have the ability to send messages to people?
I wish.
Does Maya have sending?
Yes, she's
I
a cleric.
wish.
She should.
Oh, yes. She,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
she has
prepare it,
her little
yes.
slots. Yeah, she
Yeah,
can.
correct.
Yeah, I can.
Correct.
Do you think you could maybe reach out to our friend Aaron and one, see if he is alive, and two, where he might be?
Sure. I don't have the spell prepared today, though.
Okay, but maybe like tomorrow, you could ask and inquire, because maybe he could, if he made it to your portal, he would be able to tell us if Viley was successful or like if it's been enough time for the amulet to come through.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. That is all.
Uh,
Goodbye.
Yeah,
Thank you. This is bye bye.
no problem.
my work here is done.
Yeah, I did the things that I was set out to do that I wrote down this time of what I wanted to do today. There were these sessions.
Good.
Okay.
So Maya can prepare that for tomorrow. Okay. All right.
So do we know? We know that the Zalian. They didn't say it. Career didn't say where the Zalian portal came in through the Sealy Court.
You learned that from the Green
The Green
Fairy.
Fairy.
She told you
From
that
the
it was at the
Green
Bright House, and she gave you a map
Bright
of the Sealy Court,
House.
Yes.
which is in the party
Okay.
inventory.
It's in the
Yeah.
Winter Realm, I believe.
No,
Yeah.
the
No,
Sealy realm.
Summer. I know.
Nope, none of them.
Nope.
None of them.
Hold
Sealy
on.
Court is its own realm.
Sealy Court.
It's not attached to the season.
Okay. I got you.
So it is like Sealy Court up
Gotcha.
on Sealy
Yep.
Court bottom, and then the transition from
middle.
spring to summer to fall to winter.
Okay.
I think you have a map of the Feywilds that was
Yeah,
given
yeah,
to you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bright House. Yeah. Oh, but they have a cute world tree too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The unseelie, sealy, yeah, okay.
And then there should be a Sealy-specific court map
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
that has the Bright House in the top left.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where you know how to get. You know that will take you. I think.
Yeah.
The Green Fairy told you about it, and then Krier confirmed it is going to. It leads to Zalia space. To
Yes.
Zalia space, not just the
Right.
Astral Sea, but to Zalia.
Yes.
To
Not.
Zalia. So,
Oh no.
So if you guys
This
got
is
to
bad.
the Sealy Court, you could
We
get
got-
to.
Yeah.
Or you could go through
Opposite.
Zalia to Feywild.
Zalia.
Yes, there is. Yes,
Yeah.
that is correct.
And then backtrack through miles of.
The good news is that from the Bright House, it's almost directly south to the Spring Court. That like green patch on the left with
Find
the
her,
purpley
Leah.
pink trees. Yeah, that is a route you could take,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
assuming you can find where it is in Zalia, of course.
Well,
The map for oh god, Citrotha.
Yes.
Where I don't see that.
It's not a
here.
handout.
We didn't have a handout.
I can give it as a handout. That's fine. That's a
I'm
good
just trying
idea.
I'm just trying to think of where everything is in correlation to where we are. I know it's only going to take a day, not even to get there, but yeah. I
Probably
feel
on the
very.
isn't it? Let me check my.
heard running water.
It's me.
Yeah, that one will do. Okay, I've added in a moment once it finishes loading.
Hey.
There, I have added the Citrotha map to party inventory. So that
Okay.
makes sense to have as a handout. So you guys should be able to see Brackelm, and East Sinwood is on the far right, down to the southeast of you. The West Sinwood is where the Elkhest Rift is marked on the map.
Mhm.
Juratora Temple is almost directly west of here, across the Lee, Morven, etc. Yeah. So
Okay.
things and stuff.
Things and stuff. Okay. I'm just looking at it. How long would it take to get from Brackhelm to the Elkhest Rift?
Via Pegasus,
Yeah.
like a day or two, maybe. You're able to fly straight across, essentially.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the benefit of them leaving behind the Pegasi, and you guys reduced the number of bodies you have down so that all of you could go.
Yeah.
So yeah, with Pegasus flight, like 2 days tops to get from
Yeah.
here to the Rift. It will take less than a day to get to Juratora Temple, so I'd probably say a day. Let's just say cut the moment. It'll take a day of just flying straight from Brackelm to the Rift. So with that in mind, you also could probably get to the East Sinwood really quickly and scour it for another Rift to the Feywild if you wanted. All sorts of stuff. You've got options, but you have a day to decide those options.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, it is the evening hours now. Evening time slot. Helios, you did your message. That doesn't take the whole time slot. Would you like to work on something or help Astra?
I can help with the cursed item shenanigans.
Okay. Then I will need another Tinker's Tools. I believe it was Intelligence with advantage.
Much
Hey, there it
better.
is.
6. Okay. With spending the better part of this day with the two of you working in tandem, you manage to socket the new gem into the armor. And as it takes, you feel the energy reverse just like the other one. And you see it kind of like doesn't like connect or like link to the other one, but there is like a little energy fluctuation between the two similar powers, the two stones. You gain the Stone of Ritual Acceleration.
Mm.
This cuts ritual casting time in half
Oh,
permanently.
nice.
So ritual casting time goes from 10 minutes to 5 minutes, which in some ways doesn't change a whole lot, but it can make some differences.
It can.
Just a static difference.
Let's see.
I will
Nice.
delete the Ring of Lost Rituals.
You said ritual acceleration?
Yep, Stone of Ritual Acceleration.
Yep.
Your ritual spells are faster to cast now.
Cool.
I am also going to say this to put a soft cap on this getting out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
You will need to increase the armor's +1 level to do anything further with the
Fair.
socketing into the armor. So once it
Fair.
has increased in a plus, you can do more sockets.
Okay.
I'm not going to go so far as to make a socket system, but just at this point, the armor is like overloading with the amount of magic you're pumping into it without like having the base work enchantment.
No, that's
increased.
more than fair.
So that's that for that armor, and that is the evening time slot. Is anyone else doing anything in the evening time slot on this day?
Gods.
We have one more day, one more full day, and then the next morning after that, you will have to go and meet Thalos.
I'd probably just talk to Lormendi, see if there's any updates on his realm. I would ask if there's anything new that he knows about.
I'll say Lormendi would tell you they had a look at the fracture. You guys did. It to his eye looks stable, although Krier did mention that it would need to be revisited at some point. Moirai, Mallory, has taken a look as well and has begun to he would note that Mallory was very interested in the rift, in the closure of that rift, and has studied it very closely, and has begun weaving in private for some reason with the endless scheme you guys gave her. Lormendi tells you he thinks she's been inspired. So, whatever Krier gave her the scheme for maybe is beginning to take effect.
Goody.
But nothing else, no word yet from the court regarding the message that has been sent.
And anything on the Seekers potentially going to Lormendi? Probably not.
He has received a sending spell directly from Naren, from the Seekers, asking about what Avery suggested with the sender relay. And he says in a day or two, they're going to have someone come over to take a look and see about installing the relay. So by the time you guys get back to the Feywild, the Autumn Court will probably have full sender relay coverage.
Yay, if we ever get them back.
Well, could be part of the deal. That's part of your stolen equipment.
Yeah.
All right. If there's nothing else, we'll move to long rest.
I can think of
And mine would just be dragon is all.
Megan, make sure to add your rifle to your character sheet for attacks and everything. Perfect.
Nice.
So
I believe that bumps you up to a D10 or
Nice.
And your range is probably disgusting.
It's disgusting. It doesn't make any
Your
sense.
range is yes.
Love it.
Yeah, my range is the battle map.
Yes.
480. 480.
Jeez.
Good lord.
Oh,
The
I would
range is-
ask
the range is yes.
Helios. I'd be like, you have that sending stone to what's her name?
Auna?
Auna. Did you ask her about the oh jeez. Sorry. Becky's forgetting things. The mark of conviction, the thing that lets us
the amulet.
The amulet, yes. That's the word.
Oh, no, I did not inquire whether or not they have retrieved one or not. From inside the Judas.
I would assume they probably wouldn't have one in there. Or it would be on Thalos, if anything.
Maybe, perhaps. I did let her know that we are meeting with, there is a meeting with Thalos, in 2 days' time rather than 3. So they're aware of accelerated timetable.
Okay, that's good for them to know.
And she is aware of the treaty, Cecilius.
I was hoping you wouldn't say anything to anybody.
Oh, I mean, I just felt it was...
more so for your safety.
Oh, it is okay. I have committed treason at the highest levels multiple times. It is fine. No.
Well, if you can't go back to your home world, we'd be glad to have you.
Oh.
Not imprisoned, of course.
Oh, okay. This is good clarification.
I don't know how much I have for a pool, but my family has some influence. Some.
This is very kind of you. I don't. Honestly, I've been distracting myself with work to try to avoid thinking about implications and next steps, which is probably foolish, but I did it anyways. So I have very conflicted feelings about all of this. I'll just sit in the parlor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I know you have family there.
Yes. I don't know. It is maybe strange because it is what has been instilled in us from very beginning is to spread the light of Zelia. And I guess when I was in the Surveyor Corps, it was like indirectly. I was not out actively spreading things. This more back and forth between already established outposts. So getting to know you all, for better or for worse, it is very different when it is, I don't know, more personal. I don't know. I've never met the people that Zelia has conquered before they have conquered them. And I don't know if I'm developing morals or something. But
it's probably just part of how your society works.
Yeah, I mean...
Nothing personal.
No, it's a pretty great society. I mean, with lots of scientific advancements. No one is really hungry, even in the outer portions of the Citadel. It is very beautiful. So, I don't know. Maybe it is ignorant, but I have never heard of anyone saying, "Oh, Zelia is terrible. I wish they never conquered me." So, but granted, I really haven't been maybe exposed to those that have been conquered by Zelia. So, I don't know. I've yet to make judgment, I suppose.
I just hope that our worlds have a peaceful solution.
Mike, can I do like a history check of if what I know of when a people is conquered by Zelia, what their political hierarchy regime
is? It enslavement?
Is it
is it reform?
Like a corporate takeover history check.
we gain all of your resources.
Kilios, you know that in the past, whenever another nation or country or world has been conquered by Zelia, it has led to profound widespread prosperity and restabilization of their economic standings and redistribution of resources. You have only ever known of the noble pursuit of Zelia up to now.
Great. Yeah, it is wonderful. I mean, great. Maybe this would be great benefits for Elcast.
Prefer if we were all allies.
Yeah.
I'd I prefer not to be enslaved if that's how you do it.
I mean, I've never heard of such enslavement of
Yeah, no, I'd say
anything.
Helios with your history check. You've never heard of anyone having ever been enslaved by Zalia.
No, so it is okay.
I'll take that at face value.
I don't know. But it is, I don't know, maybe it would be good to go home. Then I feel more comfortable about things. Ah! Oh boy.
Was
Yeah, I think we
there-
all would like to go home.
Yes.
No, there's
Um,
nothing else really.
Helios, did you want me to send a message now or wait till later in the
Well, you
day?
need to get. You
You have to do a
tomorrow.
long rest
This
first.
is still the same day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's still the same day, got it. Yeah.
We're in the evening time slot.
Yeah, you'll be sending the message on the last day possible.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, if there's nothing else, we'll move to long rest. Nothing happens in the evening, and we'll move on.
No
to-
dreams?
They
No
haven't
dreams.
been happening every night.
I know, but now that there's a dream catcher, we broke it. We broke Cecilia's. No more dreams.
No more dreams at all.
Well, they also seem to happen when we're active in doing things, and this is the least active in doing
I will say-
things.
I know.
Chris,
Mhm.
Chris has figured that. Chris has realized that the dreams do seem to.
I'm
come
not in
when
danger.
needed.
I'm not in
Yes.
danger. I need to
Not
be in
yet.
danger.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
There's also kind of an internal cooldown on dreams I have going,
Mm.
depending on how they go. Anyways, I would like a d6 plus 2
Oh,
roll
yeah.
for Saddleback.
This is
There's
it.
a
This
chance.
is it. Nat 20. Or
Come
nat,
on.
nat 6.
That's 6.
1d6 plus 2. Nat d6. Oh,
Ah,
close!
Close.
So close.
Well,
We'll get it the
maybe
day before,
tomorrow
though.
morning before you go see Thalos, you'll
Yeah.
get one last attempt.
Yeah.
I
So-
mean, tomorrow's guaranteed.
Scars guaranteed.
Yeah.
So, we're on the day of the 28th, morning time slot. This is the last day you guys have before you go see Thalos, with the understanding that you're not going to be going to the trial most likely. Consider this your last day of downtime,
Yeah.
potentially. I will say
Yeah.
Astra can finish the armor today.
Mm.
Cool.
With that in mind, what would you guys like to do with your last day of downtime before
Oh
you
my
go
God.
and do the deal with Thalos? Since it does feel like the party has decided not to do the trial.
We have to
Yeah,
do
trial's
the
off the table, I
Thalos
think.
thing.
Okay. I will delete the battle map for the trial.
You can
Yeah,
show
you don't
it
have to
later.
delete
I'll
it.
show it later. I'll
Yeah.
show it sometime.
Yeah.
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 The only other thing I have to do, I want Seal's help with.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm helpful. What? He's been stir crazy. He's been walking around
Yeah.
like, what can I do? What can I do? Like most of the time, honestly.
Seal.
That's the first time you called me that.
Oh,
Yes.
right, you're sorry. Cecilius.
That's okay. It's easier to say anyway.
You had mentioned
Makes us feel closer.
You might be able to help get poison off of this rapier with your mage hand.
Oh yes, Vestus's
Potentially.
rapier.
Unless it's already dried. I don't know if that
I
compound
don't
dries
know.
or not.
It was in the bag of holding that would extend it, but it has been.
Is it just
This
dried? Is it
point-
too late? That's fine and
It's
understandable.
been like 6 days. I'm gonna do a roll.
Yeah, I honestly forgot about
Use
it
my
till now.
mage
Yeah,
hands.
I'll say okay.
Fingernail to.
It's gonna be a high.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll need a 25 or higher on
Yeah.
this D30, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, yeah.
Nah.
6 days after having killed Festus, you look and the rapier is dried at this
Yeah.
point.
Ah, no.
Unfortunately, you do still have the full dose you got from her
Yeah.
lab, though.
Yeah.
Carrying Carl mucus.
Never mind.
Hmm. So, what's your thoughts on this Thalos business?
I mean,
I didn't really get your input.
no matter where,
We know where Helios stands.
yeah. No matter what way we look at it, it's a bad situation. We could always just leave and he could go. But I don't want to leave Helios.
I don't want to betray them again.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of my being is telling me to leave.
Yeah.
My conscience won't let me.
Yeah. I mean, I think going to the trial at this point would be stupid.
Suicide.
Yeah,
It's suicide.
it would be suicide to go.
We
But
just have to give the name.
we can't let Thalos know that. There's a chance we could do something at the trial, but I think it's unlikely.
Unless we lie out our asses.
Well, yeah.
And that isn't happening.
Not you I'd be worried about for that. It's more...
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, guess we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. And, yeah, maybe we can, go to town and prepare. If anywhere's gonna have supplies, it's gonna be the only big town in this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scrounge up something.
Yeah, I mean, I got, some jewelry and stuff I could sell for, supplies and everything while we're there.
Mm. All right. Well, good talk.
Yeah, yeah,
Sorry I couldn't help with the.
no, I forgot about the rapier, and
You had a lot of
honestly,
things to do, and I do
I've-
appreciate the ring.
yeah, I mean, my focus is on armors, not weapons typically, but I don't know. Maybe
Just
I
let
can.
me know if there's anything I can do to.
Yeah.
I've been feeling quite useless around here recently. Not
Yeah.
having prophetic dreams and all.
No, you're not useless.
It's okay. I know.
No, it's.
He goes to
Yeah.
like put his hand on your shoulder
Yeah.
and then he leaves.
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
Seal knows he's useless other than his dreams. He knows.
Bashar's useless too. He's been doing nothing. He's been on
It's
his own.
fine.
Oh yeah, I gotta do one last survival
Yeah, one last survival check for food.
check. Foods for Bashar. See if he catches anything. This realm is slim pickings.
No. He's so upset.
Stupid not nature. Right. Maya, I believe Helios wanted you
nature.
to send a message today.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh, running around! Maya,
Bump
did
into
you
each
send
other in the
it
middle.
out?
Well, luckily, it's very easy to catch each other in this place.
Yes.
That's true.
So, would you like to do?
I'm probably reading a book on the shelves, and I'm sitting in my normal spot.
There's a butt
Flipping through
imprint
stuff.
on it.
Yeah.
There's what?
It's a butt
Butt
imprint.
The shape
On
of
the-
Cecilius.
Yeah.
At this point, probably.
It's your spot now. If anyone were to sit in it, you'd be like Sheldon. Be like, this is my spot.
This is my spot.
My spot. You're in my seat.
This is my bed.
True.
Sure,
Alright.
stole mine.
Did you have anything? Did you have any specifically thing you
Well-
wanted to wear it?
Yeah, you know, if well, first off, where is he? Second off, if he made it back to the Elcast Rift, if Bailey's got the amulet through or not. You know, those those types of things, you know.
I'll hear you saying that and be like, in my dream a few days ago, he seemed rather worried.
Worried was the expression.
Okay, maybe ask
So-
him what he's worried about.
There's a lot of things. I just look up for, I just
25
look
words
up
or
for my
less.
book.
Yeah,
Yeah,
keep in mind, I can only do this twice.
Okay, well, I trust you to make concise messages.
Okay.
Alright, AJ. So
alright.
your first 25-word message.
Bitch is gonna stop.
Aaron, where are you? Is everything okay? Have you made it to Portal yet? Anything bad happened to you?
That it?
Yeah, that's all I can think.
There is a pause, and then you hear don't worry about me anymore. You should forget about me, Maya. I wish you the best of luck.
Oh my god, he's gonna die.
100%.
That's the only response you get.
So attempts to insight that.
Sure.
Yeah,
Did
on-
he sound
death row.
defeated?
Give
Like-
me an insight.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
yes.
swearing.
100%. His spirit is broken. Snap like a twig.
Oh, you, come on!
Well, who knows?
She has a -1. There's no point
Yeah.
re-rolling for 3.
Yeah. Alright, well, hard to tell. You could use your own inference. You also have another sending you could do.
She will relay what Aaron said to Helios.
Well, that is
Am
very
I wi-
depressing sounding.
Am I within earshot? I'm assuming so.
Yeah, you're in the room. You're right
Okay.
there.
Yeah. It's It's unfortunate.
Well, that's kind of. I don't know what I was hoping. Actually, I guess I know what I was hoping. I was hoping he was out
Alive and
close
well.
to. Yeah, you know.
Oh,
Pursuing.
yeah, if he was out, the sending would have gone through a period.
Oh, no, I meant like in the safety of your people's camp.
Oh, the one the Euro said, got it.
Right, yeah. Doesn't sound like it.
Mm-mm.
No.
Also, note, sending can go across planes, but there's a 5% chance it doesn't get delivered.
Mm.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yep.
You just don't know necessarily if it's going to work
Yeah.
or not.
I don't. Well,
I wish we could get in touch with the Seekers.
You can. She has the second sending.
who in particular? Cecilius.
No, and it's fine. He adjusts in his chair and he just continues reading his book that he's
Sure.
half reading.
What kind of
I
body
think-
language you giving off there, Cecilius?
I don't know. Do I have to make like a deception check or something?
Sure. If you're trying
To
to
not-
mask your feeling, yeah, absolutely.
Ah, come on, no!
Yeah.
That was a good roll for me.
Well, I could get bad.
Yeah.
Nah.
Nope.
No.
Yep.
Nope, I'm good.
I know that's nothing.
I know there's nothing, even though I do.
So,
No.
Maya, what are you doing with your second spell slot?
I mean, if Sirius isn't going to suggest anyone,
I just feel like we should tell them what's going on here.
I mean, isn't that what
I mean, they
they were
have-
supposed to do?
I'd like to know where the amulet is if things go down. Essentially.
Well, wouldn't it be better then to contact someone from the group who left here?
Yeah, but they're also at the secret outpost. I would assume. That's where they went. Don't know. How many of them stayed there? We know a couple of them didn't.
Up to you, Maya.
It's all up to you because you have the sending.
We have the power now.
You have the power.
You
The
the
responsibility.
All in your
You're
head.
not Q or Violet anymore. You actually have the
Yeah.
power of the spells.
The spells.
I
Say if you don't have a clear idea of what you want to do, we'll just move on. But if
Mhm.
you have someone you want to send, absolutely. Also note, you guys do still have a
Thanks.
scroll of scry.
yeah.
We do.
Wait a
We do
minute.
have a scroll of scry. Mhm. We do have that.
Brian's on the cleric list, isn't it?
I believe.
Yes.
I
I think so.
And Warlock.
Yes.
Both of you can do it, just like Blaine.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be okay if I used the scroll of scrying on Aaron?
I mean, I can't think of anything else to use it on right now, other than spying on Thalos or Venerin.
I think Astra should be involved with the. At least provide
Decisions.
her input.
We're a democracy here.
Well, it's a one-time use 5th level spell scroll. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of things can be done with that.
Astra, are you in the workshop?
I could take a break from my
She's
armor.
always in the workshop. That's the thing. She's always there. I haven't seen her in the last few days. I haven't seen her not in there.
Astra,
It's like she lives in there.
I just sent a sending to Aaron, and she well, she tells you the message he gave back.
It seems dire. That's what it sounds
Ah.
like to me with those
I-
words.
Kind of want to use the scroll of scrying on him.
I mean, if he's back in a trial, it might fail and waste it.
Do we know that?
You don't know.
Okay.
You don't know if he's in a Judas. You don't know where he is. You don't know if they're all warded.
Also,
You don't know.
what are we gonna do if we see him?
I mean, we could tell the heroes.
That what? He's in some place surrounded by stone? Somewhere within this realm? Look, I'm happy for the sacrifice he made for us, but I think we should save the scroll for something else.
But this is important.
I mean, if anything
What
else.
will we gain from knowing where he is?
We could try and help him.
And if he's in a prison in the middle of a Judas?
Then
Are we
could tell
really...
them- we could tell the heroes that he's there.
And if he's in the bottom of a pit? Did you even ask him where he is?
Do you have
I
another
did,
sending?
but he didn't tell me.
It seemed like, from what she said about what he was talking about, it seems like he has given. At least from the wording that he used.
It's up to you.
There has to be
I
a
didn't
reason.
find the scroll.
I have
Technically,
it.
Helios did.
Yeah, I have
Or
it.
as you found it, yeah.
Oh, you have it? I thought
Yeah.
I had it. I had it.
No,
on
I
my-
gave
okay.
you
Oh, okay.
the
The
other
Ray
one.
of Enfeeblement. Yeah, Helios has the scroll
Ah. Okay.
of scrying. Found it in Gavin's office.
Okay, I have scroll and okay. I'll delete that then. If
Oh wait, hold on.
if it helps Maya's case at all, he was in my dream the one night. He
Actually,
was
no.
a choice. So
Give
that
to
has to
Cecil.
mean something.
Cecilius does have it. I did give
Okay.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
because I don't have it written down anymore.
Got it.
I try to make a case for Maya that he was important enough to be in my dream as a choice.
It
So he
was,
has
that's
to
true.
connect us in some way.
I didn't find the scroll. It's not my choice.
Astra's given her opinion. Cecilius has given his. Maya, Helios. What would you guys like to do?
I have to agree with Astra on the fact that there's nothing we can probably do in the short term that we have left of our ticking time. Unless, of course, I mean, I could
Unless
go
he's
to
nearby.
Bayless. Well,
I will say, for what's worth, you have a negotiation occurring tomorrow.
right. So
Keep
it
that
is-
as in mind of whatever you might be able to do. I'm not
It is-
saying one way or another, but
Alright, just hold on. And she is going to use her other sending to Aaron.
Okay.
Listen, we negotiating with Thanos might be able to get you out if you're trapped. You're a friend. Can't leave you. Please. Where are you?
give me a persuasion check, Maya.
Flaring, flaring, flaring!
Yep.
Mhm.
Flare! Come on. Does her pure soul
20.
pierce the heavens of persuasion?
You get a message back pretty quickly. Your kindness is something I will not forget. I am truly sorry, but it is for the best that you forget. Good luck with your negotiations.
What's about it? Yeah. Yeah, well.
I'd say, like, because you guys don't hear this, like,
Mm-hmm.
you just see Maya's face kind of, like, if she could cry, she would be.
She looks upset.
And she just turns around and walks out.
Technically speaking, Cecilius, you are also capable of casting Scry and you have the scroll, so I do need to ask, would you do it, regardless? Since we've established you have it and it's on the Warlock spell list, nothing is going to stop you from doing it if you want.
I'll go out because I was moving to go comfort her before she ran
Sure.
out.
Sure.
I would go run out after her.
Okay.
You'd find her in the barn, cuddled up with the Pegasi.
Maya,
What?
I can cast it if you want me to. Personally, I don't feel good about leaving him behind either. But this is a very, I wouldn't say risky, but the others probably won't be happy that I did it.
Don't do it.
An innocent person is on the line.
Listen, I fucking don't have the greatest track record of making decisions.
I don't think any of us do, honestly, Maya.
Helios does. He's the
Heli-
smartest
Heli-
of our group.
Helios is very smart. Judgment aside, sometimes he's very smart. They're very smart. But we all have weaknesses. Damned me and my soft heart. He casts. He'll try to hit.
You use scry.
Make a
Okay.
charisma check.
All right. I need you to make a charisma check in
See if it works.
DC.
Damn
is
me and my
15.
soft heart.
You may
Okay.
use
Can I flare?
use aura. You may flare. You need a
I will
DC 15
flare.
charisma check.
I have something to point out.
It does take 10 minutes to cast, but nothing says you can't start it.
This doesn't affect the fact that you're trying, but they're in the
We're in
warded
the
barn.
Potentially, you could. I think Cecilius would know that the barn is warded.
I would
Step
have went
outside.
out. I would have stepped
That's a
outside
good point.
to do it.
That is a good.
Okay.
catch.
I don't think I'm that dumb. Okay.
No, I think
really
in
don't
the
think I'm that
moment,
dumb.
especially considering it takes 10 minutes to cast, it's not like an impulsive do it. Cecilius, you step outside and cast scry.
Mhm.
So give me the.
All right.
charisma
Advantage. Charisma check.
I'll say, Aster, give yourself an inspiration for catching that. It's a good point.
Good. Because I wouldn't have. Becky wouldn't have. Cecilius would know because he's not so stupid.
Oh, you need a 15
Alright.
or higher, I believe.
Correct. 15 or
Yeah.
higher.
Yeah, I did flaring. I can't do anything else to boost this.
Nope. But you
so,
can you can also do a reroll if you spend
Guidance.
3.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
God.
guidance. You can.
Nah,
do.
I don't know
This
if
is a
she
check.
would have went with me. If
No,
you
no,
want
this
to.
is a check. Not, I.
Yes,
Well,
guidance
that's
for
okay.
Guidance is
stability
for
checks.
checks. Yes.
But Cecilius left Maya, I believe, is what
I
happened.
did.
Maya
Oh,
was
I
in
didn't know
the-
if Maya.
Yeah.
Well,
no.
Maya doesn't have. No, Celius has guidance, doesn't he?
I do.
Oh, is it Cecilius?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, Cecilius is the one with guidance.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
guide
I
yourself.
do.
Yeah, you
No,
can
you
guide
can't. It's
yourself.
concentration. Scrying and guidance
Oh.
are both concentration. You
Oh,
can't.
never
Oh,
mind.
correct.
Okay, just advantage, and then if I don't
Alright.
get it, I'll
Well,
roll.
okay, well, wait. Scrying is concentration, which would end the guidance, but you're just using guidance to get the cast of scry off. You're not doing it throughout the entire 10 minutes.
Oh, that's true.
necessarily, right?
Oh, okay.
You're the DM.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do with
It's
that.
weird
buddy.
because guidance only lasts a
weird.
minute.
You're right. Never mind.
Yeah.
No guidance. Just aura.
Okay.
Allow aura for
You
this.
allow aura.
Because you're using
Alright,
the
I
scroll.
am flaring
You need a
for
10.
advantage. Hopefully, I'll get it. God.
Well,
Okay,
and then he has
charisma,
to fail
check.
a save.
Check.
Yes, there is stuff here.
There you go.
Get it.
20. You got it.
Easy.
Easy.
Now,
Easy peasy.
you do need. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw. The DC is you are familiar with the target, so it's -5 save modifier. So he has a -5 to the save. You don't have a connection, you don't have a likeness or picture, you don't have a possession or garment, and you don't have a body part, lock of hair, bit of nail, or the like. So there's no degrees there.
Held onto that arm.
If you
Or
kept a
wing.
wing, yeah, that would have been a -10.
Yeah.
I don't think he gave you guys anything item-wise either. So
Other than
he
the iron
just has,
bar that was in him. Or the black onyx thing.
That was given to Ayuna.
Given to
So
Ayuna.
he has a -5.
Still good. I mean, it's probably.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
And
It's a
the
wisdom
DC
save.
for
He's
this,
proficient. He's probably not
Mhm.
good at it.
let me check. Because this was made by Gavin, so it's his save DC, which, good for
High.
you, is
Yeah.
a DC 20 because he was a very powerful, like, pre-witch.
Heckin'.
So he has a -5 to his
You got this.
save.
Holy
This is
heckin'.
fine.
We'll roll it in roll 20
Probably has like
Please.
12, 14 wisdom.
with, yeah, well, he is a warlock fighter. So,
Depends
was
on what
warlock.
his first level was.
Yeah,
from.
if he was a warlock first, then he'd be proficient.
checking his sheet. He is proficient. So we're minusing 5
Silly.
from this.
Mm.
So he only has,
Probably a flat rollish.
he has a +1 after everything.
There you go. -1.
That does not make it. So he
Jeez.
fails. So, you see and hear a particular creature you choose on the same plane of existence as you. Target knows you're casting a spell. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Right. A sensor is created near Aaron. You see him. I'm going to do a D30 luck check.
Ooh.
See specifics of something here.
Oh my
Oof.
god.
He is very
Shit.
unlucky. That is
Oof.
extremely good for you.
Oh.
This was for his luck.
Oh.
You catch him in the scry, not in a cell, not in prison, but in what looks like a fortress, walking through halls. He has decorated armor with bearing the mark of a Judas, the mark of Venurin on him. And as he walks through the halls, people make way for him. He looks a little bit, his demeanor is a little bit sour following those sendings, but there is a determination in his eye. His weapon is gleaming and beautiful, not the one you saw before. He is wearing like vestments that you've never seen. And with the 1 on his luck, you see him walking up to a door, rapping on the door opening, and you see Thalos in the room, welcoming him by saying, welcome back, champion. As he walks in the door, the scry fails as he enters a space of non-detection. But you determine Aaron is not in captivity. He is not in any danger. He is in a Judas with the respect of his peers and was referred to as the champion by Thalos.
Oh, did we
Scry
get
ends.
played?
This is good to know.
Complete the scroll of scrying.
I will.
So.
It ain't there anymore.
I love that for us. We got so much good information today.
Yeah, we really did. I go to Maya and tell her about what I saw.
She looks at you very confused.
I used the scroll.
But I don't understand. Why? I thought he was like a prisoner of theirs.
This revelation, Cecilius and Maya, if you would like, give me an insight check with advantage.
Yeah.
Come on! Do well!
I suck at insights, bro.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
18.
great!
18.
Alright, good.
Alright, Maya, nat 20 with your that way.
Come
yeah,
on, Maya.
19.
Come on, Maya. No.
That
I
makes
think
sense
makes
for
sense.
her.
This makes sense for her.
Yeah, yeah.
Cecilius?
Yes.
It's not something you want to admit,
Mm-hmm.
But now you realize, if you were going to throw someone in a pit and try and test them in a Judas to see where their loyalties lie and perhaps try to break them down from within, who would you trust more than a fellow prisoner? Who somehow mysteriously still had his warlock powers despite betraying his patron.
Yeah. He was. Mm-hmm. We were played, yeah.
No. He was our friend.
I thought so too. It makes me feel a little better, at least, to know that he's not suffering. But I can't consider him an ally now.
Makes sense for her. I can't believe. I won't believe it.
Dale's called him champion. Right, Mike?
Correct. Champion.
No, maybe he's just pretending to be on their side.
I don't think so.
First comes denial.
First comes denial, then anger, then
Bargaining, depression, and acceptance.
At least we know now.
Stages. It also occurs to you, I think, with that 18 insight. They know everything.
Mm-hmm.
If he was a spy, they know everything. Dallas knows everything.
Anyway. Bow show. Mm-hmm.
I think
20.
Maya just. You see her face go blank. Like she doesn't know what to say or think right now.
I'm gonna go tell the others this news.
She doesn't move or say anything in response.
Delius returns to the cottage, delivers the news.
I deliver the news. I know you'll be mad at me, but I used it, and he betrayed us all.
Do you bleh?
I bleh.
You bleh.
I bleh what I saw.
Oh.
And what I heard.
Oh.
I know you didn't want me to use it. It's a very valuable item.
You need to tell the heroes.
Okay, one moment, please. It is early in the morning. Hopefully they have not started new trial.
And I haven't had my coffee yet.
Their safe house is compromised.
I'll get tea. Okay. Maya's rather indisposed right now.
Good
I'll make
morning,
something.
Lady Ayuna. Do you have 5 minutes of time, or are you in the middle of trial? If not, I'll call back later.
I
Or
have
two.
time. What's going on? Everything okay?
No, we were
meeting is
betrayed
today,
by Aaron. He apparently is champion of Van Nuren. He would be backstabbing.
Aaron's the Aarakocra, right?
The one
that
you
helped us
regenerated
regenerate.
his wing, yes, that is correct. So Thalos knows everything. So
Okay, that's
all I got.
horrible.
We're getting played. So, oh man, I should never have made this deal. I should have had you remove this as soon as you make the offer. Oh, shit. Okay, this is fine.
Okay. We haven't heard anything from people at camp saying it. We've been in contact.
Good news. Good
Yes.
news is that he left prior to us sending everyone back.
True, that is very good news. Otherwise, we might have a devil agent in the Seekers camp. That would be awful.
Yeah, it's
Based
a
on
good
reports I've heard from the camp, he never showed. So, but they know where it is. But maybe they've always known. It's concerning.
They probably don't care, to be honest. It's probably very insignificant.
Well, thank you for letting us know. I'll tell the others, and we'll figure out what we have to do about that.
It was Astra's idea, so if credit is due, it should be to Astra.
Tell Astra I said thank you.
Sure, no problem.
Can you ask her why she's in the trials?
Oh, one moment.
Yeah.
Astra would like to talk to you.
Of course. Hello, Astra. Thank you for the idea.
Yeah, so why are you even in the trials?
Oh, well, we told you we're saving the people that you told us were trapped here. Remember,
Right.
Medea can't leave people behind that are being held
Yes.
against their will.
Yes,
So we're going through and saving people who are doing the trials. We've already saved a few people.
Okay.
We're bringing them to a relatively safe spot in a Judas that we found, and once we find one of those trees you mentioned, we'll be sending them to the camp. Well, it's slow goings. We have to be very careful. We'll be here for probably another week or so. The place is utterly massive. There are so many chambers. It extends very far underneath the ground, apparently, but we're mapping it out.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure it wasn't because you guys...
Oh,
What's
no, goodness, no.
What's happening in Basilica? Ask her that.
What do you mean, Cecilius?
Oh, they're in the Judas Cecilius. Basilica is next to a Judas, so they wouldn't know
Yes,
what's
but
happening. But they don't know what's
that's-
happening.
That's where they're
They had a safe house there, yes.
Yes.
I doubt they're in contact with the innkeeper on a daily basis.
I'm pretty sure Helios already mentioned, but the safe house might be compromised.
I will be sure to send a message over. That's concerning.
Move everything.
All right. We'll, as soon as possible, we will come and do what we can. Sorry, I'm just realizing some things. Okay, thank you so much for this information. I have to go and tell the others.
Yeah. Be safe.
Right now.
You too.
Here you go, Helios.
Thank you all.
Okay. So, for the sake of trying to, I'd
Mhm.
really like to wrap the downtime this session, considering things.
Mm-hmm.
You guys relay the information to Yuna. You settle on what you've learned about Aaron. Is there anything you'd like to do in the evening for the next day?
I say the rest.
Before you go meet Thalos.
The rest of my time is just finishing up my plate.
I'll say at the end of this day, you finish it. You have plate armor completed, 18 AC, base plus
Request you add some plate to my inventory.
I would inform Lormendi about the betrayal, about I'd relate to him what's happening over here, pretty much, without going too extensive in detail. It'll take a long time.
People are updated. Things are crafted. Maya not cries in the barn. You guys spend the night contemplating over these revelations. And in the morning,
Love those.
your saddlebag is fully charged. Is there anything you guys would like to do with that before you know you are meant to go and meet with Thalos today? Like, as soon as you finish with breakfast, you have to head out on the Pegasi.
I would request Aaron.
He's not
Because if he's
legendary.
the champion, he might be legendary.
Of what? Thalos champion? Okay, fine. Does anyone have anything else they wanted to do?
Legend lore wise?
Yes.
Yeah, legend lore wise.
Otherwise, just gonna say okay.
Let's see.
I don't have anybody.
I mean, my thought would be on her real name, Morai.
Morai.
Oh, Moirai.
Morai.
Moira.
That would be
Vote.
my thought.
Yeah, I don't know that helps us in our immediate near term.
No,
It's the only thing.
I just
Mhm.
feel like Aaron's. I feel like it's gonna fail, but I've been wrong before.
He might be legendary if we say Aaron, champion of Venorin, and Zotrothon, and then Dromain.
You gotta say it really nice, you know. You gotta
Yeah,
say it
and then like
flashy.
little Cecilia's can do like prestidigitation and
Sparkles.
that. We're gonna do that. We're sparkling.
You're doing Aaron?
Aaron, the champion
Okay.
of Zotrotha / Venorin / the Jords.
You say all of that,
Yes.
cast legend lore, and the spell fails.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aaron does not have legendary significance.
Damn.
And his 8 charges spent.
Yep.
That's fine.
But if nothing else, that teaches you that there's no more like he's not ancient. He's not as old as Thalos. He's not.
He's
like,
not
walking
an
the earth
immortal.
doing Crazy things.
We can
Yeah.
kill him.
Yeah, if he bleeds, he can die. Yeah, that kind of thing. He doesn't drink god blood on the reg like Thalos.
Right.
Okay. Well,
God.
I apologize for how much I've had to railroad this session. Just time
No, you're
constraints.
fine.
No, it's
I
fine.
don't know, it was good.
Following your morning activities, your breakfast, your readying yourselves, you guys head over.
During the morning, can we discuss our terms and
No.
conditions that we're trying to
Absolutely,
bargain with Thalos?
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I
But
would like
for-
to.
Becky, is it okay?
Expediency.
Is it okay if we go to like 8:40 potentially?
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay,
As long as we
just-
can cut off
I'm
by
trying.
at least
I'm
9.
doing my best. I'm doing
Yeah, no, it's
my
fine.
best. So, you guys, you guys can discuss, but you guys head to the Pegasi, Hailstorm and Valiance.
Pack
You
up.
gear yourselves up, pack up the cottage gown.
Oh, can I have that rapier that you're no longer wanting from Festus?
Oh, yeah, the masterwork
It's-
rapier.
It's a masterwork rapier. It doesn't in 5e. I don't think masterwork does anything. In 4th
No.
edition, it did, but it's a very nicely made, finely crafted.
It might be
rapier.
like easier to
How much?
enchant.
That's
be
what I would
the-
say. Yeah.
Okay.
How much? What?
How much what?
For
Oh, are you
gold.
looking for? Oh, you're looking for like value scrap
Yeah.
value. Let me
If-
look up rapier and just like. increase
If you're
price.
just, if you're just gonna,
Are you gonna scrap it?
If you're just gonna scrap it, I want to hold on to it for my own
Oh, okay.
resources.
All right, it's yours.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you guys want to discuss? You said
Yeah.
something.
So,
Yes, sorry.
our terms and conditions.
Yes.
Aegis suit, all our confiscated items, as much as we can get back. We're not going to get the needle back, just knowing.
No, I know we're not getting the
Okay.
needle back, but
Alright.
I'd like it back, but it ain't gonna happen.
Okay, so we want our crap back. And then, are you guys coming to Zalia knowing that you may be imprisoned immediately?
Prefer not to.
So do we want to have Thalos not spill the beans on where everyone is from?
Yeah. If
Yeah.
we're going to
So-
Zalia,
I mean, they can kind of tell, can't
Basically,
they?
hide your. Well,
Elkin
the-
heritage.
what marks Elkin heritage is aura, because Elkin are all sorts of different races. So you guys would just be actively suppressing your aura the entire time you're in Zalia, which means
Yeah.
no flaring, no
Yeah.
rerolling,
Yep.
no aura, or you are outed as whatever
outed.
what you really are.
yeah.
So,
Oh, I mean,
up to you guys.
do we know
Let's
where?
stay here.
Well, we also know there's a portal from Zalia to the Feywild.
Yeah,
Elcast.
in the
And
city.
Elcast.
The one that you
And
came through
Elcast.
originally.
So
Right.
even if we just use that as a means to get out and back to somewhere else, I think it's the safest route.
You don't want to just wait in the secret camp until Viley comes through, or whoever comes through with the amulet.
The thing is, the amulet only allows passage of one person unless we have a shifting spell.
That is
You have a
true.
20th level cleric.
Yeah, if you wait for them to come.
True.
Yeah, come back.
In a week.
That's a week. That would be a week. If you guys wanted to like head back. Yeah. Nothing says you couldn't
Honestly,
take the Pegasi over.
the other thing for Astra is she's seen your level of technology and is
I
too
think so.
curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the only one that can pass if you pretend you're
Yeah.
mute.
Yeah. Unless you have a cure for that, and then she's fucked.
I don't.
No. Okay. So the terms are get your items back, all that you can, safe
Yeah.
passage to Zalia, and not divulging your Elkin heritage, so that you guys can pass as Citrothan residents instead, who chose to bring you along. Right? Is that
Think
correct?
so.
I mean,
Yeah, I guess. Unless Helios wants to do the whole "he made me" deal.
If Helios would like to
Yeah,
say
I mean,
you
that-
made Maya, that's fine. Maya does pass for human on appearance,
Right.
for what it's worth.
I wasn't sure if they like had technology that would be.
You
be
don't know.
able-
You don't know.
I think I have alluded to on numerous occasions that Zalians are xenophobic,
A little
and
bit.
constructs are not as welcomed.
So it would be
Gotcha,
probably better
okay.
to pretend you're just a human.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
those are our
So,
terms and safe
You
passage
guys
for all
settle
of us.
the terms you're going to fight for,
Oh God.
aboard your Pegasi, and say your farewells to Ebert and his wife, Melinda. They wave as you guys fly off on Pegasus' back, leaving Brackelm behind, the place you've been for like 6 sessions now. You guys fly across the cleave, heading back towards Ajudas, the base where the town of Basilica is. And I'll put you guys on the Basilica map, although you're going to the front gates to meet with someone. As you guys approach Basilica, it is immediately apparent that this city is unlike any other that you've seen, as
gods.
it appears to be covered in a thick fog.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
We love
There's an eerie
necropolises.
green glow, and you can see from aerial view many figures moving about the city streets at the front gates as well that do not look like people.
No.
As you
I
see
hate
carts
these.
drawn by zombie ogres,
Ah!
skeletons carrying crates and boxes through the city, as there is
Gods.
a thoroughfare of traffic of the undead. There are a number
Oh.
of Shidarkai and humans as well, some of which seem to be almost commanding the undead like pack mules. But the city is not what you may have anticipated.
I'm sure Helios is loving it already.
Peeing my pants.
As you all arrive at the front gates, the moment you land, there is a hex blade in the armor you saw in Citrotha, who approaches and says, "Are you here on behalf of Thalis for the Zalian treaty discussion?
Yes, we are.
We were told to expect you.
Hello, yes.
You may keep your mounts at the stables," and points over to where you see like spectral steeds. There's like a nightmare chained up. And they have a stall for the Pegasi. You guys go over and keep them there as you are directed in through the gates.
Oh my God.
This is gonna go.
Ugh.
great. I can't wait.
Stop it.
As you guys see are led up to what looks like a way station at one of the gates to the city, where there are multiple undead creatures holding carts and wagons. There is like a full carriage with like curtains drawn over the sides, much like the Rousts had, as they're all waiting for entry deeper into the city. The Hexblade steps up and directs you to this stairwell here. You see there is a sign written in both Common and Celestial. Zalian Citrotha Embassy.
have an embassy, guys.
They have an embassy. They have an embassy.
I will actually
Yay!
have him direct you guys up.
We're so effed.
Okay. We're
And
posh,
as-
guys. We're posh. We're posh. Confidence. Confidence.
As you
Yep.
approach,
Yep.
door opens,
Oh,
and you
cool.
see inside there is a Juret sitting at a desk who, immediately upon seeing you, stands and gives a small bow. You must be Helios and company.
Oh,
Thalos has arrived already and is waiting with Consular Adato in the back. You may. And he directs you to this side.
How do you spell Odato?
Odotto.
Odotto. Odato. Okay.
You guys
Oh,
are
boy.
directed to the door over here.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm on top of
Okay.
Bashar.
As
Knock,
you
knock.
knock, you hear a feminine voice you don't recognize say, "Oh, come in.
In common celestial.
Common."
That's snickering.
I open the door.
Right.
I walk in.
You step in and see Thalos sitting at a chair already, across from a Shadarkai woman in stately attire. There's a little sign on the desk that says Consular Adato, Consular Adato. So you guys walk in. Thalos stands. I must say, I wasn't sure if you'd actually show. Welcome.
Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Counselor stands. I've heard a great deal about you. My name is Consular Adato. I am your representative for Satropha. I do a lot of work with Zalia. And I must say, first and foremost, we sincerely apologize for the inconvenience you've been put under since coming here. But our chosen here tells us we are going to be sending you home today, with some conditions, I understand. I am here to make sure those are amicable to both parties. Please, have a seat.
Oh,
And gestures for Helios to sit in the other chair.
so kind of you. Thank you.
Bashar stands by the door, arms crossed.
Yeah.
Like, not trusting any of this crap. So she, looks over Bashar. Not, oh, very well then. And goes and sits down. So, as we understand it, Helios, you, along with a Juret Ilfor, have decided to pursue legal action against Thalos, the Chosen of Venurin, who has offered you a sort of a bit of a reverse situation, plea bargain in this case, to forego trial in lieu of sending you directly home as you wish. We would also like to, of course, facilitate this as to maintain the treaty, which I am sure you are most familiar with.
Intimately.
See, Thalos kind of smirks a little bit. We understand you have some demands, though, for your rescinding the accusations against Thalos for trial. We have within our power to return your stolen or confiscated items from your capture. We also would be willing to grant safe passage for your companions through to Zalia as well. Were there any other conditions you had or any amendments to these conditions to make?
Could I have clarification as far as what items and quantities would be returned?
Certainly.
That's what I was-
She
that's what I
opens a
was gonna
drawer,
say.
pulls out a
Yeah.
paper. One Aegis suit to be returned. One realm mirror. And it
Mhm.
looks like 5. It was 5. No, 4. No, yeah, 5 because Bashar's here. 5 senders. I believe that is the sum of what has not been returned. Some of it was already returned during your stay in Adjudas, I believe.
There was a hagstone in possession.
That was part of the trials of Judas, we understand, and was voluntarily left behind, I believe.
Okay. No, that makes sense.
No, I was gonna say the jar that previously contained
From what we could tell, there was a jar in your possessions, but it seemed entirely unmagical in nature. Is that of interest to you?
yes, it can become magical. It just is hard to tell when empty.
One moment, please. You see, she
Empty jar.
goes still for a moment. 6 seconds pass.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, boom, 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 a box appears on the table. She opens it, pulls out the jar,
The empty jar
Closes
of
the box.
fireflies.
and sets it down. And the box disappears. I believe this is what you're referring to. We can absolutely include this as well. The Hagstone amulet, unfortunately, it will be confiscated, as well as the remains of the hag we found in your bag. That is going to be sent back to the Feywilds.
Okay.
Along with this stone, I apologize.
Okay.
Oh no, that makes sense. That is perfectly reasonable.
Yep.
If that is agreeable, Thalis also had a demand in return, I believe.
Okay, but 1 second before.
Oh, certainly.
It was more for the companions of mine that their Elkin heritage is not divulged by only them. It should be divulged only by them.
I see. See, she looks to Thalis. Thalis looks back at her. They both kind of share a look, and then she turns back to Helios. I believe that is agreeable to maintain anonymity, considering the tense relations between Zalia and Elcast, certainly.
Of course.
Are you
Okay,
agreed, Thalis? See, Thalis turns to you. Well, someone's been doing some research, I think.
Like I said, intimately familiar.
Very well. They will be introduced as unknown assistants or companions gathered along the way in Citrotha. As to their origins, that is for them to say.
This is
Is this
agreeable.
agreeable? Consular Dado nods, turns to Thalis. And your condition as well. See, Thalis reaches into a pocket and pulls out the Argent Needle
Mhm.
as he holds it.
Yeah.
Since you are so intimately familiar with things, Helios, surely by now you understand that we have an agenda with the Fae. Your group was involved in undoing something we did, and this was involved. We need to know who made this.
Of course, I can provide such information. It is Creer, the god of artisans.
See, Phaelus's eyebrows actually go up, and his eyes widen a bit. Interesting. Turns to Adado. I'm satisfied. Adado nods.
Can I insight that I am satisfied?
Absolutely.
I just
Oh, and it's
it
my
probably
spells
won't
for the day.
probably
Or-
won't yield anything. Yeah, no.
Hard to
He
say.
seems satisfied. Okay. Next.
Thanos, I have a question.
See, he turns around his chair. Oh,
Over
this
there.
is really. He turns to Helios. Is this part of your negotiation? Is demands from your?
No, this is just a
Companions?
question, not a demand.
He turns.
Is Helios
Yes.
gonna die from that thing on his hand if he does this deal with you?
Thing on his hand.
Oh
What-
yeah.
what-
This was just to make sure that we were showing up on time.
Oh, Ilfor, I see. That's what the
Yeah.
assurance was. He turns to Adato and she nods and she reaches into a drawer and she pulls out an inky black, like liquid in a vial.
Oh, inky black.
Upon
liquids, huh?
completion of this transaction, as long as both are in agreement, we are willing to negate that pact.
Oh.
She sets the vial down on the desk. We were not aware that such an action was taken by Jurat Ilfor. To be honest, we may have to discipline him. Making such a mark on a protected alien citizen is certainly not allowed, and we sincerely apologize. And you see, you know what? She actually hands the vial over. Regardless of the outcome of these negotiations, please take this as a courtesy, as an apology. And she hands you the vial, and she says, "It is topical. Do not ingest this."
Oh my god.
As
Hand
you
sanitizer.
do you use it?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Use it right
You pour it
now.
out. It is thick and viscous, but as you rub it, it seems to seep into the wound and close it. And there is like a hissing sound, a little bit of like a black smoke that releases. And then you look, and your hands are a little bit blacker, but they're clean, and the mark is removed.
I'll just wipe it on my white shirt.
A handprint smear down the front.
Yeah, he's probably used to getting oil on him anyways.
Yeah, they're very much.
Yes.
Sorry, yeah.
Adato would
Oh,
look to
My art is dirty.
yes. Adato would look to Helios. Are these terms agreeable?
Yes, just Thalis, if you could please. We appreciate the hospitality that has been shared.
I'm very glad you've appreciated Citrothan hospitality.
Oh, okay. Done. It is agreeable.
Very well. See, she pulls out a flat, oval bit of onyx that has like the mark of Citrotha on it, and it's about like this wide around, and there's a indent on each side, like a groove.
Wow, for handprints.
She puts it down and gestures, and see Thalis immediately puts a hand on the right side and gestures for you to put your hand on the left side.
We'll use the same one that was marked.
Okay.
That way, keep it consistent.
As you both put your hands down, Adato puts a hand over the center, over the inverted scales, and immediately they begin to light up. And she basically repeats off all of the agreements, all of the conditions. You each say you agree, and as that is completed, there is no mark, there is no pain, there is a flash, and she explains, "This agreement has been settled. If either of you were to break it, of course the agreement is about to conclude, it would have to be in the next few moments before we are finished with our business, you would succumb to instant death."
Cool.
Oh.
Like some.
This is a much more binding version of what Ilfor did, a much more advanced version. So, with that in mind, she reaches into a drawer and pulls out your Aegis suit, the Lormendi Realm mirror.
Here goes.
Everyone gets their senders back, and you get your jar of lantern flies. I will add that back.
I will just put delete missing from the
Lightning
lantern.
flies. I'll hand the handout back. I also add the realm mirror back to the party inventory.
Damn, we should have included the horses.
Well, they'll be here for when the heroes are ready. They're staying in Basilica.
Oh yeah, no. They actually said this to let them know when they're smart.
Adato stands and says, "Well, I am very pleased that we were able to come to an amicable conclusion to this ordeal. Once again, Citrotha would like to apologize to Helios and your company for any hostilities you have experienced in our realm, and we would like to thank Thalis Chosen for your amicability in resolving this so quickly. As of right now, the trial has been cancelled. Ilfor will be brought to justice, and perhaps we will have another trial tomorrow for Ilfor for his marring of a protected Zalian citizen. Is there anything else before you depart you would like to ask of me?
Do you like tea?
No. I can't have caffeine. It keeps me up all night. Can't trance with it. It just fries the brain.
Oh, that is all. I have no further questions.
Very well. Then please, Thalis, if you could direct them to the other room. Of course. Well, that was painless. I expected you to wiggle your way out somehow and get a bit more, but very glad to see you've got more sense than I thought. Shall we? As he...
I don't like the way you're saying that.
I don't like how he's saying it either.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it. I don't
Whatever,
like
it's
this
done.
shit. Yep.
Done.
steps out. Char follows. Char's like, I don't really get what's going on, but we're leaving, right?
Yep.
Thalis goes,
Yes.
yes, you are leaving immediately. As he knocks on this door and says, are you prepared for us? And you hear a voice say, come in. And as the door opens,
I'm gonna get yelled at.
you guys...
I'm gonna get yelled at!
You gonna get you in
I'm
trouble.
gonna get yelled at.
Helios,
Yeah.
as you step into the room, you
Yeah.
recognize not individual people, but
No.
this outfit of a
Rankings.
Zalian Imperial Guard,
Oh,
somebody
fudge.
from higher than you've ever seen in person,
Yep.
and sitting on the sofa enjoying themselves a little cup of coffee is a man in Zalian regalia who stands. Which of you is immediately settles on Helios? Of course. Figure steps forward.
I would have started.
Thalis steps aside.
I'll step up.
You must be Helios. My name is
Insult.
Tirfin,
Tirfin.
captain of the Hermes 1. It is my job to escort you home.
And Celestial.
Yeah, speaking in Celestial as well, I would say yes.
Yeah.
So there's no
I cannot-
accent.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes. Hello. Apologies for the inconvenience for all of this.
No inconvenience at all. We've heard that you've been through quite an ordeal, and I assure you, Zalia is happy to welcome you back. The Amicus.
I'm very happy to return.
And you see, he gestures to Thalis, and his demeanor immediately shifts. Well, you've done right by the treaty to return them. We will not forget your actions, Thalis. He's still speaking in Celestial, by the way. See, Thalis nods and responds in Celestial. But of course, I am extremely interested in maintaining positive relations with Zalia, as our treaty is mutually beneficial. So when do we leave? And see, he goes, you will not be coming. Pardon? I believe part of the agreement was that I got to hand over the... He puts hand up. Hand over? No. You are returning, rightfully, a proper citizen of Zalia to their homeland. You have done your part.
Oh.
Thalis,
Also,
I
it's not
see.
in the agreement that was just read off.
yeah. Turns to Helios. Well, congratulations. Well, I suppose I won't be seeing any of you ever again.
Oh, he definitely are.
Ominous.
As he departs. See, Tirfin looks past Helios and says to you directly, Helios and Celestial, and who are your companions? I was not told necessarily you would have others coming. We,
They
of
were
course, can accommodate them.
instrumental in my return to Zalia.
Are they Citrothan?
Unknown. They have not yet revealed their disposition. They could be from other realms, as Citrotha gathers plenty of unknowns.
I see. Yeah, give me a deception check, please.
Fuck. Deception. It's a 17. That's pretty good.
Damn, yeah, for a -1.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Kind of nods. Well, whoever they are, if they are an ally of Zalia, they are welcome aboard my ship. He turns to you and in common says, "Friends, welcome. I am Tirfan, captain of the Hermes One. I understand you were allies of Helios in this wretched place. We will be getting you out now and taking you to the embrace of Zalia, where we will then figure out where to send you to your appropriate home, or, if you would like, of course, Zalia is welcoming of all types and kinds to come and bask in her light."
Thank you
From
very
everything
much.
I've heard, okay, well, that's a shitty
Mhm.
insight.
Yes.
He seems sincere.
I would like to do that as well.
Yeah, give me a...
Except you heard the whole conversation.
Yeah, give
Oh,
me
yeah,
doesn't
advantage.
matter.
Cecilius.
I heard all.
Give me advantage for Cecilius because you heard everything. Wow, that's some
I
insight.
did.
Wow.
Okay, insight.
I'm not even gonna
Worse.
roll Bashar. He's not even caring. This is yep. You all think he's being sincere, and he looks very friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right this way. As he opens this locked door with a key, and you see there is a teleportation circle protected by two figures in similar regalia to the other Imperial Guard. You know, these are honor guard. These are people who guard things like the portals between worlds, the homelands. These are people who decided to maintain their career in the military path Helios and have earned a place of respect in Zalia. And they seem to guard the Citrotha Zalia portal as he steps up.
This was here the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't that great?
We're just walking.
Just walk in. Sure.
I'm trying to gauge Helios's reactions to what they're saying when they do talk eventually.
Okay. Door is closed and locked behind you. Tirfan speaks in common so everyone can understand. If you are from Trotha and the other realms, you may need to prepare yourself for what you are about to experience. I understand Zalia is a bit ahead of the curve on the technological advancements with our Magi, but rest assured, you are safe now. You are safe aboard my ship. Once we have stepped onto the Hermes One, we will be about a day's flight from the Citadel, where you will then be greeted with a warm reception, and they can decide to figure out where you are to go. But please make yourselves at home. As he steps on and vanishes.
I'm out. Let me in. Let me in.
Let me in.
As you guys step on, I'm gonna move you guys, and we will finish our session as I show you.
Gods.
His ship.
1 second. Because I have to open the Astral Sea folder for the first time.
Yeah.
As
Oh my god.
Boy, it's like that's one of the other realms we wanted to see as a whole, and you worked in both.
as you guys step aboard the Hermes One
I love it.
and find yourselves
Whoa.
in a very different place. A
Oh,
very
wow.
different vibe. And
Beep boop
we
boop
will
boop
pick
beep.
up from there next time on the Fractured Firmament.
Astra's
With you
eyes
guys.
just go.
On the way to almost a different campaign in terms of
This feels foreign, and I
everything.
don't like it. now I know how you feel.
So yeah, we will pick up next time with you guys having successfully negotiated your way out of Citrotha with your items returned to you. Most of them. You did not give up Lormendi. You did give up Creer's name for what it's worth.
Yeah. Thanks for not betraying me.
But
No
as
problem.
you guys
Bad things to
make your way to the Astral Sea, we have concluded the Citrotha arc successfully. I will also say you all hit level 6.
Yeah! Let's go!
As that is the completion of a milestone.
Woo! Level 6,
Awesome.
let's go.
So we will be we'll be picking up next session whenever that is. I do have a trip coming up this weekend, so I will be trying to play every weekend as we have been, but there is also a possibility of us having to skip some weeks, which is also why I wanted to set it up so that we were in a good transition period.
Yeah.
I'm
Makes
out of
sense.
town March 1st through the 8th, and I may
Okay.
need the 9th to read.
That would work out perfectly
So.
for me then. That would actually be perfect. We will give it some time. I'll be working with Foundry in the coming weeks. God, this map would be so good in Foundry. I could have beeps and boops and machines. Anyways,
Beeps and boops.
congratulations, guys. You did good, and you learned a lot of information. And
Yeah.
Family done.
anyways,
Yeah.
thank
Do
you
we-
guys.
Do we know when we know Saturday or Sunday for next week?
It would be Sunday for sure because I'm traveling Saturday. If we're
Gotcha.
doing it at all this weekend, it's not Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So I will let you know.
All right.
All right.
Sounds
All right.
good.
Tentative.
See you guys.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.
Thank you.